to the best, the one, the only, the bestest of awesomeness tournament of Fortnite here in Las Vegas, Nevada at the beautiful Luxor Hotel in the HyperX Arena. I am so excited to be here for another week of Friday Frags. But first and foremost, I got No Meta Nick here. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. Lots of new faces down there. You know I'm always down to hang out with some new faces, and obviously no build kind of throwing things for a wrench here, but still at the end of the day, signed up a lot of people, was hanging out with a lot of kids during sign-in, so looking for this tournament to be a fun one.
Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, last week, it was very close because we had another kind of smaller week. You know what? Everyone's traveling. Yep. Everyone's doing their own thing. It's December, man. The holiday season, it is no joke, to say the least, nor is this tournament. But it was a very close battle throughout that entire 5 rounds that we had last week. And I'm really excited.
Close.
It's always, well, you know, always.
It's not, unless Bach is here.
Always, quote unquote, close. But I'm just excited to see how everyone's been adapting to the new season.
Yeah.
We talked about it last week. There is new. Fortnite has stopped. It will never stop putting out new stuff.
Yeah, that's their thing. It's to be new. And I think players have, I think we're always doing new and the update and whatever it is. But I think a lot of these players have been able to give it a week or two to try to understand where we're going. The competitive settings are still up in the air, and I still feel like a lot of players are continuing to learn and learn and learn. So
that's the way to do it. There's a lot to learn, especially this season, on what works and what doesn't for you. But what does work is learning how this tournament's going to go down. We've got, guess what, 5 games tonight.
5 of them.
5 rounds. On each game, players will earn points and points based on placement and elimination.
Yeah.
So elimination's just as important as getting a good placement. We've seen it time and time again where people just barely scrape by in that top 10 because they got more eliminations in one round than they did another.
Yeah.
A player's total cumulative score will be the dependent outcome if you are in that top 10 and you get paid out or not. And it's going to be the total points of all 5 rounds. So they'll be grouped together, and that will determine if you are going to be in the money.
Yeah, that money. First place,
money.
taken away from the house. See, like the house always wins. Nah. You always win when it's here at HyperX Arena. First place is going to be $250. Second place is $150. Third place, you're going to be taking away $110. That's at least 3 or 4 soccer balls. Fourth is $90. Fifth is $80. Sixth and 7th and 8th and 9th and 10th, all ranging from $70 to $60. And Pidgey, this one is going to be insane because we got about 25 players in the house, and all of them are hungry for a win. Like I was saying earlier, a lot of these players not having that much fun with the no build, but that is what makes it fun, right? If you have a player who's so used to getting shot and building, they're gonna have a different loadout. They're gonna go for those porta-forts. They're gonna go for those different things that can get them out and into the battle. And we saw how important those Oni masks are last week. And there's just a lot of things that can get you in and out of battle quickly.
Especially the game-changing difference, which might be the determining factor why a lot of the build players don't want to compete in no builds, is that they changed how the guns fire. They are now hit scan, which means there is no bullet drop on any of the weapons in the game.
So that can make it that can make it way easier to get lasered through the bush, through the whatever.
Yeah, everywhere you look, you will be getting lasered, and it's a lot easier to land your shots now than it ever has been. Really, all you have to do is saying, hey, if a competitor's right here and they're trying to run away that way, you just got to aim ahead of them.
Oh, so you're saying it's a point and click adventure.
Exactly.
At this point.
That's actually the best description for it, unironically. You point, you click, and you're able to land some shots, and it's a lot easier than it ever has been to get eliminations because of that change.
I 100% agree. I also think the sword, we kind of saw it be a factor last week. We really don't know where it stands in the meta of things right now, but we did see shotguns be a big factor, even though I thought maybe we wouldn't see too much shotgun action.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, there's a lot of things going on right now in Fortnite. We talked a little bit about last week, OG. But this week, they've said, you know what? We're always doing new. They're new meta, Nick, because Fortnite Ballistic comes out, and it is definitely fun to play. And,
Absolutely.
And I think once they get rid of some of the bugs and what have you, it's going to be super, super fun. Definitely look for tournaments in your area for that as well.
Yeah, Ballistic, new game mode that just came out. If you didn't know, it's a 5v5 SND, search and destroy type Fortnite game mode, first person. So if you ever wanted to see what Valorant, CSGO, and everything was about, which will train road us into the next announcement.
If you ever wanted to feel like you paid no money for your skin when you actually paid a bunch of money for your skin.
The skins matter a lot more there now. I know, I was playing as Frieza in the Ballistics mode, and I'm like, dang, I see in their colored nails on their hand and everything.
That is funny. You play as Godzilla and it's just two
giant
stubs.
That would be actually, I'm actually pretty hyped to play as Godzilla in that mode. But it's really fun, 5v5. Check it out if you already haven't. I think they've actually done some pretty good work. And like you said, once they put out some more updates, fix some stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Balance the
it's still
economy.
in beta, so any beta is going to be that way. But yeah, Fortnite just continuing to bring out new. And we're going to be playing no build solos today, so no teaming. If you were thinking about teaming, if you're sitting next to your girlfriend, I see you. She's going to shoot you.
She is.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
the way to do it. One of you have to get in the money.
One of you got to go.
One of you got to go, and one of you have to stay to get in the money. That's just how it is. It's a battle royale. It's not a friendly battle royale. Yeah. You know what? It's Hunger Games. Not your grandma's
Not
Hunger Games.
fun and games. Hunger Games.
But talking about CSGO, guess what? We are having our winter series coming up extremely soon. And if you didn't know what these were, these are the trophies you are going to be able to earn during the winter series. It is absolutely going to be an amazing time. On the 27th, we have Warzone Duos, and we have the second best Warzone player coming to that tournament. Thank you, Logan. One of our other commentators here is the person who was able to contact them, get them involved. But the second best Warzone player is going to be participating in that Warzone Duos. And you're going to be able to get a trophy from the Warzone Duos. Zoom into that. That's what we'd like to see. Look how beautiful those trophies are.
Let me just put my fingerprint right there.
Ooh, nice. Now you got a piece of No Meta Nick to go home with you as well. But you're seeing the main event winners. Those are going to be on the 10th, 11th, and 12th. Friday, Frags Fortnite is going to be on the 10th, Speedway on the 11th, and Knockdown on the 12th. So if you want to be a part of this and try and grab one of these trophies, come on down, play one of these tournaments. Like I was saying before, Warzone Duos on the 27th of this month. Counter-Strike 2 Wingman on the 28th of this month. Who doesn't like some Counter-Strike? And some Black Ops 6 Gunfight. You will be able to win one of these beautiful trophies and potentially some cash moolah. So go check out HyperXArena.com, or HyperXArenaLasVegas.com.
Nailed it.
To sign up for some of these tournaments. You also have Knockdown, the warm-up on the 30th, Frags Reload on the 3rd, Speedway Duos on the 4th, and Sports on the 5th. So you'll be able to play some sport games as well. But if you don't know what Speedway is, that is also tomorrow for some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 150cc action. It's absolutely so much fun. I've been a part of that.
When are we going to do 200, bro? I'm trying to take it up to the next level.
200's too fast. I say it every time.
I'm trying to do 200 mirrored.
No, that's how you make the entire community hate you. That's all I'm saying. 200 is already super fast. But the 150cc Mario Kart 8 Deluxe top 12 gets paid out tomorrow. So if you want to potentially make even more money, stop on by tomorrow and play some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's a very fun night. Every person gets to play on stage when you come tomorrow, which is very fun.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people from out of town coming to volleyball tournament, what may have you. Tomorrow, definitely, if you do have a hard time today, I mean, this is a very hard game. Mario Kart, not that hard.
No, the game gives you what you need to catch back up.
If you're in 6th and you get a blue shell, you can ride to the top.
Right to the top. Guess what? The cool thing about Mario Kart is that it's for all ages. We literally have parents, playing with kids. It's awesome to have so many different age ranges. No matter who you are, you can come down, play some Mario Kart, and do well in the game. All you got to know is know the shortcuts. That's the one piece of recommendation I can give to you. And also, we're seeing our wonderful TOs on the stage, getting everyone connected, suited up, and ready to go in some Fortnite.
Big shout out to all of our staff here at HyperX Arena. Big shout out to everybody in the building today. Like I said, a lot of out-of-towners, some locals, and I just am excited to see who else we get to put on this Levi Bear board.
Hey, yeah, if you didn't know, go join the Allied Esports Discord. You can find it when you sign up for this event on StartGG. You can actually put forward an application to get your face shown up on the big screen. It's really cool. I love it, and I love learning more about the community, and it really makes it feel more wholesome.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. It feels like
insane to know that Unger is from Osaka, Japan.
It is.
Like what?
It actually is.
And then to know that his favorite game is Roblox. Come on.
There's better games out there. Elden Ring. Come on.
I think
get your.
I was told they're not allowed to pick Fortnite, so maybe his favorite game is Fortnite, and
there's better games.
Listen.
Hey.
Million views on TikTok. Okay.
Okay. All right. You know. But you know what? Fortnite, amazing game. They're always introducing new stuff. They're trying to dominate every market. It wouldn't surprise me when they introduce the Elden Ring Fortnite expansion. I don't even know what they're going to do next.
Game is
they're
basically
hitting every market known to man.
The game is basically Fortnite Elden Ring right now. You got to defeat the bosses to get the loot.
That is true.
To get the shoot to shut it down.
You know what? I just wish the bosses did a little bit, extra damage, make it that true Elden Ring experience. But you know what? That's my only
true
complaint.
Elden Ring experience. You mean absolute rage?
Exactly. That's
not
what
a fan. All these holes in my wall.
Nah. The fun part is not trying to throw your controller off the stage. But you know what? I really do enjoy the season. You talked about it. Bosses are here. You're going to be able to hire some support. You need some help. There's a lot new into this season, and guess what?
My cute little blobs are back.
Your little blobs, the little spirits are really fun as well, and they're very useful. If you cannot find any heal shields and otherwise, grab one of those bad boys, slam it down, you'll be able to heal yourself. There's so much new in the game. Even the two assault rifles, every single time you pick up the hollow assault rifle, you're going to be able to have a holographic scope on it, and it's an absolute laser.
Holographic scope would definitely come in handy if you're on these long straightaways that we're going to be seeing here today, and you want to pick off people from far. They have no way to build. The only way to get out of a situation like that is to port a fort away, so definitely look for that gun to be a big killer here today.
It will be, and I'm excited to see what the shotgun meta is kind of rolling out to, right? Because we got the Sentinel, we've got the auto shotgun, we've got a two-shot, guess what, little Olympia-style Black Ops reference sort of vibe going on right there. So I'm really excited to see what these competitors are kind of gravitating towards, because I love the Sentinel and I love the full auto right now. Those are my two favorites in the game. I don't mind the Olympia kind of double shotgun, but it's you have to land those shots. If you don't, every single one of these guns for some reason takes millions of years to reload.
Well, it seems like it's that time of the night. Seems like we're about to get things started here at the HyperX Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Fortnite Frags. Starts right now.
We're getting into the first round of the night, and I'm excited to see it. 24 competitors into this one. Guess what? Like we said, there's a lot of people out of town, or they just don't like the no build.
There's a lot of people in town as well, though, so look for some new faces to pop off. I think one face you are going to see a lot here today might be a player like Karu, who definitely wants to put on a show. If he doesn't win today, he's not going to be happy. But right now, looking at it's Quantel. Shout out to my boy Quantel.
Going to be landing in a really nice spot. I really like these buildings. I
really like this skin. We didn't even talk about all the cool skins.
That is true. You know what? Matching the Fortnite season. Like we said, we are going to Japan for this Fortnite season, and I think they did a really good job. Everything's gorgeous. Everything's beautiful on this new map. I really don't have many complaints for this whole season. Agreed. I really don't. I just think they've done a really good job with it so far.
I'm going to have to 100% agree. I am contractually obligated to agree with you.
But you don't have to.
But I do agree.
You weren't supposed to talk about the content.
No, I was just saying, even if I wasn't, I now agree.
We got C-Man on the screen right now. We got a pretty good loadout for the time being.
Isn't D-Man a better name? Because it's like demon?
Oh, I didn't know where you were going with that.
This guy, met him during sign-up. Seems like he's got a little bit of a fan base. Not named Nick, so I'm upset. But
hey.
I think his name's Bryce. He's going to be showing out today, hopefully.
How do you have the name Nick and then your name Bryce?
I think he said it was his dad's name. I don't remember. WP Frog is going to get our first elimination about 2 minutes in. Looks like we got our first sacrifice of the cute little guy as well.
Yeah, the sprite's going to be sacrificed, which allows you to get different boons, which are just upgrades. One of them allows you to see people on elimination. So scan the area when you eliminate someone so that you can see where potentially someone else is. Another one helps you reload faster, which is very nice because, like I said, these guns take like 2.5 years to reload.
That is one thing I have noticed.
And then another one is that you're going to be able to heal yourself while you're swimming. Gives you shields and heals, and it's actually pretty helpful if you're not able to find some towards the late game. But we do have one of the arena accounts trying to pop on by. You gotta pop those small shields. They're currently not having any, but they're gonna be able to drop down and potentially use those. No.
That is the worst drop down. Quatel, it was good that we went on board with him early. It looks like he's got a pretty good setup. Exactly what you're looking for, in my opinion. Might need a little bit more heals, but right now has everything they need to succeed.
You're completely right, because we've seen it time and time again. All you really need in terms of loadouts is a med kit and some big shields. Everything else.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Gets his big shield.
There you go. Already you go on the right track. But like we're saying, really, you just need a med kit, big shields, and then some sort of mobility. And right now we see them with the sword.
Or a port-a-fort, but yeah, you're definitely on board here.
And then Nigel Walker with the classic. Got the same skin. You know what? I was just thinking about this, especially the other day. I'm like, I have so much respect for Nigel not switching up the skin. They do the same dance. I just absolutely love the commitment with it.
People know him online. He's definitely a big fan favorite here in the arena. And Nigel Walker, always fun to see him, and his little son as well. Got the cool hair like me, so I got to shout it out.
Ah, there you go. You know what? You always got to shout out.
His hair might be cooler. I don't know.
Potentially. You know, you can't push it here. Yeah. But, oh, wow. What a combination of a name right now. Nah-I'd win with the Gojo skin, and they're actually going to be able...
Nah-I'd lose!
Fortnite reaction, Fortnite reenactment, to say the least, but Karu's going to be able to do that one.
Yeah, he kind of got turned on, right? Like, Karu's doing his own thing, kind of chilling. Has the 1 or 2 seconds to find out where who's shooting at him, turns around and doesn't even take a lick of damage. So beautiful stuff by Karu. I think we're going to see and continue to see him dominate this tournament today. He is legendary on the leaderboards, Oliver's leaderboards. So, or he is actually epic. So wants to take it to legendary after today's tournament.
One of the big things that we talked about in the pre-show is that eliminations matter so much more than you realize. You have to think about how many competitors are in this game right now, because we've seen it, especially last week, where, wow, a lot of damage coming out onto Karu there.
That's a perfect port-a-fort, though, for Karu. He's going to be able to utilize that and move. As you see, he has those grenades, and he has the teleport as well. So definitely just stopping it. I mean, if you want to talk about perfect, that's kind of perfect. He doesn't have enough heals, but I think he's confident enough to move and groove through that level.
And now arena account 49 takes out arena account 62, but we currently have the split screen.
Yeah, looking at Plum, just still trying to keep his eye on the prize here, and Karu gonna stay high ground because he knows that there is a reposition available. He does see this player, however. No, he doesn't.
Oh,
he sees a different one.
Oh yeah, there it is. Very Plum gonna take a lot of damage there, and I talked about the hit scan and how easy it is. It's literally
I mean, these guys are fighting. These guys are fighting mountain to mountain, and it looks effortless. As Very Plum is gonna have to get his heal on. Liking it so far, like I was saying, just huge distance that has been spread, and now Karu. I mean, Once again, great movement. That's a good porta-fort. It's going to separate him from his opponent.
Gonna be able to slam down the porta-fort. The damage coming back out. Hero losing the exchange. And gonna get lasered out of the sky by Very Plum.
That is Very Plum, and we talked about how Karu is the one to watch today, and he is the one to sit on his own out in the lobby at this point.
One to watch to go back to the lobby, which is so unfortunate, so early. Not even getting the +3 from the top 50. We got +3 from the top 25, even more from the top 15.
Heavy is the crown, man.
Heavy is the crown. If you didn't know that song, you got to look it up right now.
And Quatel still dropping kill after kill on the leaderboard, elimination after elimination. And WP Frog seems to have found himself a whip and seems to be shooting the convoy.
Yeah, gonna be able to bop right into the passenger seat, put down the damage. But now they're going to have to get out of dodge as their car is about to go down. Crashes into a tree! Frog, you gotta hop out of here, man. What are you doing?
That's a Grand Theft Auto moment if I've ever seen it. That car is not looking good, but might be able to hide this one out just for the moment.
Blending in with all the other competitors.
This is where I'm hanging out because this structure doesn't break.
You know what? That is fair.
So I'm just here. And if anybody brings me anything, a snack, fine. But I'm chilling.
And WP Frog really has a ton of ammo, has their choice of shotgun. We talked about it, the Olympia type shotgun. It's only 2 shots, so you gotta land those. It does a ton of damage, but it's only 2 shots. And if you miss those, you're going to find yourself back in the lobby.
Because the reload is...
It takes forever.
It's a day.
It's not like you got sleight of hand in Call of Duty and you're just bump, 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 and right back in it.
They have that thing you were talking about earlier.
It's still, it's like a little bit faster. It really, it's tough. It's a tough situation, especially with the rounds that I've been playing on my own in this season. It helps, but when you're missing an arm, does it help that much?
Yeah, you're definitely missing. You have those other guns to go to. On board again with Bryce. Seems like he's in a little bit of a fight, but he's going to make his way out of that adventure. The sword also such a good way to get out, but also to stay on the offense, right? One second you're flying through the air, the next you're cutting them in half.
The sword is just really good right now, and it's really fun to use. They have a lot of change-ups. You can jump in the air, slam down. You can do a superhero landing. There is a lot that you can do with the sword, and it gives you so much movement speed. And especially once we get to the late game and the island appears, you're going to be able to combine the sword with some unlimited strength, which is going to be crazy as Nick. Going to take a little bit of damage, loses only a tiny bit of their overshield. But now going to go into the sky. Gray is going to potentially bring Nick to their own Gray Street. Boy comes out!
It was so cool!
4 HP!
He really...
What are you saying?
He almost switched to the pickaxe and got that elimination, but just 4 health is the separation between that fight. And those guys might have been buddies. If not, they might be buddies after today. That was pretty similar fight there.
That was crazy. You see how much damage the sword can do. They didn't put it in the game for you not to use it and try to win that exchange. The literal difference was that Nick had less shields, got hit before, lost their overshield, and then tried to fight with their sword. But Fatal is unfortunately going to make a fatal mistake, eliminating themselves to fall damage. Hopefully we won't be seeing a lot of that with the teleport, because that's what we saw last week, but then everyone was playing with the teleporter a lot easier.
Yeah,
a lot safer.
A lot safer. I was watching some of your gameplay as well. Using the teleporter, I was very surprised. I was like, he's going off the cliff. He's going off the cliff. Never went off the cliff, so big fan.
No, I was using, every time I was playing FORTNITE, I was thinking about your strategy being like, you know what? Throw the orb to the wayside,
and then
go in,
fight.
and then teleport out if you get in trouble. And I was just thinking about that nonstop, because I wouldn't have done that if you didn't bring it up, because I think that's actually the way to do it. Put one down before you go into a fight and then be able to teleport back.
It's just the safer way to do it, but also if somebody sees you do that, they can just camp out that teleport, right?
That is true. But then you can also juke people. That's what we saw last week.
You can do the fake teleport, yeah.
Throw out the teleporter if you get hit, and then they'll try and follow where the orb went, and then you can just run away.
Okay, C-Man taking some shots to the back of his car. And, I mean, Quatel, that's a good porta-fort, double porta-fort to make it even safer. I like the idea, but Quatel seems like he's able to get into these...
Triple porta-fort.
Yeah, screw it. It's
free real estate.
Yeah, winner or loser of this fight is going to find themselves in the top 10. Knock, knock. Who's there? I'm coming into your triple porta court.
Oh, misses the second shot, but they're going to be able to turn around on the
no, he's got a reload, but he hears another player.
And they're going to be able to jump right into WP Frogs, but Frog has the better aim. They're going to be able to take down C-Man, and I guess the other competitor just ran away.
Yeah, and that's a great time to run away. That's how you can tell Quatel really wants to win this game. He gets down to low shields. He sees the fight is not in his favor, and he just simply walks away.
That's the way to do it. I will not lie to you.
In school, if I was ever in a fight, just walked away.
Just walked away. That is my entire middle school, high school.
Yeah.
Walk away.
And look, I still made it. All right, 9 players remaining. All these players making it into the top 10. All the points being multiplied from here on out. Looking for big eliminations to come out of some of these top players. We've seen WP Frog in the past. Really looking for him to pop off today. And I think Keru will have a resurgence. He knows it's just game 1. He's been here before. He's on stage. He's going to be vibing ever so shortly.
Especially for anyone else who also got eliminated early. Remember, it's only round 1, right?
But we've talked about how good consistency can be as Quatel. Speaking of consistent, it's consistency for him. And yeah, it's so important to have a good game 1 and then to ride that momentum. That might be where Keru falls short today.
I always talk about the very first step that you make will help the rest of the rounds go your way.
If you just walk into your Christmas party and you go, "Wah!" It's gonna be way worse than you just
just walking in.
Just introduce yourself. You know?
That's a way to introduce yourself.
Yeah. Wah! I'm gonna try that.
Number 1 Waluigi fan.
Wow.
Any Mario fans in that party will now be your friend.
Yeah, I don't go to any Mario parties. I heard they're jamborees though. All right,
just play a minute.
WP Frog moving and grooving throughout the level. DigiX, I always having trouble with him. I might have to go talk to him, get the pronunciations.
That is true. I would hate to actually be.
Bro's like, my name's John.
My name's John. How would you get DigiX from my name?
Just call me John.
Just sound it out.
It's another name.
John UX.
Only 3 eliminations for Quatel. Honestly,
only 3 is pretty good though.
Yeah, putting on a show, made it all the way to 7. Doesn't have his driver's license, however, so will be careening off this cliff.
And you know what?
Safe though.
I just saw that driving up Russell, someone doing that same exact thing into a side wall. But Quatel, unfortunately, going to have to dip out.
Thoughts and prayers. Okay, gonna use this tree to try to get some cover. This is good shots going up. Definitely gonna scare DigiX for just the second. Might be able to get off this heel. Has a porta-fort, has a way out. So kind of a hard fight when you're fighting up the mountain, but
taking a little bit of notes from Anakin Skywalker right now. You really don't want to do that. You saw how that kind of played out. So try not to fight against the high ground. They have so much more vision on the whole entire playing field.
That teleporter might have helped him there, but he's not, or does he already has one, huh? I can't see it.
Does not seem like they do. They only have the sword.
It's a purple, yeah.
They only have the purple sword.
So he's not gonna go ahead and grab that teleport. That might have helped him get up the mountain. However, WP Frog sitting here with some people in his sights. I always think, oh, shoot him. But in my mind's eye, I know how important it is to have that trigger discipline. They talk about that in a lot of other games, but in this one, it's very important to have trigger discipline. It could be the difference between an elimination and being out of the game itself.
I mean, I would understand that, especially if you have a sniper, but unfortunately, no snipers are in the game right now. You have to play your fights really well, and you're already seeing it. Boom, WB Frog going to take a little bit of damage back after just trying to shoot out all willy-nilly.
And doesn't really have the ability to heal that bit of damage that he was shot, so.
It's going to be interesting because we're getting into a top 7 situation. There's not a lot of time left to loot and get yourself back up to full health.
Yeah.
So if you're taking these fights, you have to kind of weigh your options, saying, what can I do right now that's not going to ruin me for trying to get the victory royale?
I like this double porta-fort on top of each other to add that little bit of high ground that was already solidified, but WP Frog does not want that wall to be there anymore. A little backflip, and then he gets his car stolen straight out the garage.
Quintel gonna be able to do some Grand Theft Auto 6 type gameplay.
That's a lot of Grand Theft Auto from him today.
Yeah, actually, you're
all
not
the
even
way
wrong.
up into just stealing a car
and then driving away. 5 stars on him right now.
Facts.
Every single competitor looking down saying, you know what, you just made the wrong move.
Wee woo, wee woo.
And you're already seeing the police, WB Frog, putting out some damage. Will they be able to set up the barricade in time? Looking like they're trying to set it up on the freeway entrance.
Yeah, and also getting into the middle of the storm here. We are only in Storm 5, even though there's 7 players left. That could be a real problem. You get to this level and you think, oh, I need elimination. You might need to play your time here, as the longer you can stay alive, the more points you're gonna get. And there's only 7 players, so placement really matters here in my opinion.
Absolutely. Once you get down to this top 10 situation, you get more points for every single person who gets eliminated, right? You are getting 1 additional point, so you do not want to get eliminated early. If you're able to put out some damage, try and resource drain people, but don't commit to anything really too soon, because you're already seeing how small the circle is now. Everyone's going to be able to just jump on top of what's going on.
Kind of a weird storm here as well. You see Seaport City being taken over. You see the train going through it. But what you don't see is the fact that so much of that is going to open up here shortly once this 6th and final storm comes in.
What we don't see is man. Oh, get it.
There you go.
But we are currently on Mogged by Eggnog, which is such a fire holiday name right now.
Yeah, he gets
with the elf outfit.
Double points for the elf, but negative points for the runaway. He's going to get caught out in the street, and he is going to have to reconvene under the bridge. He's looking like an elf under the bridge. He's looking like a troll. Gray going to take him out with that gray matter.
That is just brutal. You turn around and then boom, 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 eliminated.
Sometimes you go on the big screen. That's not what you want. Gray taking his second to...
absolutely. Do the Nick 830.
Yeah.
Come on. Never back down. Never what? That's what I like to see.
Very Plum, though, is on his case. So once he gets this reload on, we might see a fight brewing. But down to 6 players. If you're just joining us, our top 5 is coming soon. We are only in game 1. Quintel takes down Gray, who was just emoting a second ago, and he looks like the one to beat today.
Yeah, Quintel is just bringing it. They're not scared. They're using that sword. They're able to play the game they're wanting to play, which is just close quarters combat. And a little bit of lasering from far away.
A little bit of range.
You're going to be seeing them use this sword to close the gap, use that movement speed, and really make a difference in the fights they take. They know that they're going to be able to use the sword, put out damage, switch to the shotgun, and eliminate a lot of these competitors. And a lot of competitors right now, they don't have swords. They have the teleporter, which is useful, but you're only going to have so much movement against a sword.
Speaking of movement, throwing it halfway down the street and dodging cars, doing it. V-Man Van's gonna relocate the vehicle, but the vehicular manslaughter was almost possible there.
We see V-Man every week. They like to play the outskirts. They're not very the aggressive type. They like to just stay alive.
The batter cookie type.
The batter cookie type. They like to just stay alive and stay on the outskirts of the circle. So potentially, could find him just waiting, like you saw right there, for a majority of the game. WB Frogero on the screen. They're going to be able to have a pretty good loadout. I wish they would have been able to find a better hollow assault rifle, but for the time being, it's going to be what they have, and it's not going to make a huge difference.
Yeah, this circle's slowing down and also curling into this right side of the map. Seaport City will be no longer, and we will go into a pretty much half water, half not water section. So definitely look for players to turn up here. Very Plum gonna take down V-Man, does not want him in that car for any longer. And you know, you see a lot of these players kind of hanging out on the top of these buildings. No buildings in that final circle, only 2 players in the circle at the moment.
That is going to change a lot. You have water, and then you have some hills. You have to pick your battle and do what you can.
I'm thinking
to survive.
top of the hill.
You know what? That's not
top
bad.
of the morning to you.
Top of the morning.
Very Plum gets very lucky and finds himself a big chuggy.
Get themselves topped off for this final top 4 situation, top 3 situation. Quintel taking down WP Frog, another top tier competitor.
Quintel with quintuple kills right now, 5 kills to his name, really trying to put on a show. Very Plum knows he's got a little bit of heals, so he's trying to get some aggro here.
Yeah, this is not World of Warcraft. You don't want to be pulling aggro right now, especially in this top 3 situation when you only have that assault or that SMG, which really doesn't do that much damage from far away. So you've got a shotgun SMG and a teleporter.
Hey.
I thought it was
yeah,
done.
I mean, you never know. You never know.
Fall damage is a mysterious thing in Fortnite, but at this point, you really are just trying to close the gap. Them shooting that far away with the SMG, I just don't know what they accomplished, right? Especially in the
like
top
I said,
3.
I think he's just wanting to put his name on the board, maybe mix him up a little bit, but DigiWex...
Mix me up a little bit,
yeah,
that's all I'm saying, trying to figure it out.
DigiWex has his number at the moment, don't quite know where he got off to. Looks like he is on some type of high ground, and actually the storm has moved him, so DigiWex putting himself in the perfect spot. However, there is a player that has 5 kills very close to him, so this is going to be a close for your top 3.
We got Control going to be able to stop themselves back up.
Great teleporter.
Going to have to put down the 4-4. Guess what? DigiWex going to be able to jump down. Put down a lot of damage. Very Plum gets put down to the ground. But now we're going to have Quatel versus DigiWex. But DigiWex is very low. Going to be able to jump over to the side of the 4-4.
That was sick movement, and he actually falls down off the cliff, so he's gonna have to go way farther, but he's gonna
jump to the sky with the opposing grenade and grabs the first victory royale with a demanding 6 elimination round. They played the game they wanted to, and it worked out for them to the very end.
Yeah, I mean, Samurai cutting them up, doing their thing. Quatel really showing us that that is how you win. Gonna get 16 points for round 1. And
doesn't get better than that.
And that is how you do it, right? We talked about how important it is to do this, how important it is to do that, but the most important thing you can do is get those eliminations, get yourself a victory royale, and stay consistent. If he can stay consistent for the rest of this tournament, Quatel could be your winner here today.
Hey, $250 into your pocket. That's what you're aiming for, and Quatel knows and has their eyes on the prize right now. Understanding the reality of the situation is that majority of these competitors are not having the sword on them. So he has the advantage in movement. He has the advantage in going around people, jumping around people.
Those were good shotgun shots too.
The compulsion grenade into the sky and being able to outmaneuver these competitors is what made this whole victory royale happen, and I love to see it. We didn't know if the sword was going to come out today, but Quatel said, why not have the sword? It gives you movement speed.
And bro is real samurai with the skin. You gotta love it. New chapter, new me.
Yeah, with the samurai. Boy, how much better does that get with the samurai skin, with the samurai sword? They said, you know, I'm coming out here, and I'm going to make sure it's going to work.
Yeah, that's confidence. I mean, he could be anywhere in the world. He's here tonight with us, dropping 16 points on the dome pieces of all of these players today. Not easy to get the win here, and Karu's got it cut out for him here today. Like, he's got to stay consistent. He did not get that many points on the board, but they
have a climb to come back from.
Yeah, we know he's good for it, though. We've seen him do it in the past, and the people that would be in the way normally of his victory are kind of out of the way here today, so.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. You know what? We got 4 more rounds to go, so a lot can change. We've seen it. There's been point totals where people were down 45 points, had, guess what, the 2 to 3 good rounds. We're able to bring it all back. We're not going to be seeing that much of a point difference in this tournament per se because there's 25 competitors. They're going to be seeing a lot of difference in terms of little bit of climbing, a little bit of point total differences because whoever's getting out, like you're seeing with just 6 eliminations, is going to give you just a little bit of an advantage towards the next person in the next round.
Very earned though, right? You feel like every elimination is earned. There is 25 players, so it feels even more earned here. And to drop in and drop 16 at the beginning, like I said, just stay consistent. If you can stay consistent throughout these next 4 games, you can find yourself with the victory road. And we're gonna look right now at the scores that we got on board, even though I've been spoiling it for you. Quatel with the top, DigiWex with that second place.
Good job on the math.
Yeah, I did my best. And another important thing that we didn't really talk, I mean, we talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the game, but top 10 paying out, so you want to stay on this top 10 leaderboard. You don't want to move, and as you can see, Karu with the Friday the 13th curse.
Ooh.
13th place in our game 1.
It is Friday the 13th. Wow, good, bro. I didn't put two and two
I was going to bring my mask and my machete, but I decided not.
That's literally in Fortnite.
True.
You would have been actually so on point.
I got the build. I'm working on the build. Universal with our 6th place. Gray does a very good job of getting their points. WP Frog, one to watch, has the almost 10 points. And then Kaysen, one of those players that, kind of signed up a little late, but he definitely looks ready to go. 3rd place and 10 points to go with it.
Yeah, honestly, every single one of these competitors right now can still get in the money. You got 4 more rounds to go.
Anybody over 3, right? Because 3 is just kind of what you get for
default. Yeah. So you're seeing that 10th place spot only at 5 points. So if you're seeing yourself in like 25th, 20th, whatever, throughout that 11th through 24th spot, you can still come back. Remember, eliminations matter so much more than you realize. Having 1 more additional point than someone else is the game-changing difference of being in the money and getting knocked out of the money. So just be confident. You've played Fortnite. You know how to aim.
Yeah.
Go into these fights and be confident about it. Don't panic. It's literally the thing about this season, though, which I think they did a really good job balancing the gun damage, because you're seeing a lot of the time, a lot of competitors can reposition themselves. These shotguns are not going to be like a 2-shot, you're done anymore. That's not how they designed
unless you're
this
dropping
season.
From the sky right on top of them.
That is true. And they have like 100 HP and no shield.
Yeah.
You're going to have a little bit of advantage. But for the most part, these shotguns, they're doing chip damage to you. You're not going to get insta-eliminated. You're going to be able to...
And you have that little bit of, like, first shield. Like,
exactly.
You don't have to use your shield to take the damage, so...
And if you do get hit, you're able to run away. We saw that time and time again.
Port-a-fort's very prevalent in that match, I will say.
Get the teleporter, Port-a-fort, boom, Port-a-fort, teleport out. There is so much in this season that I feel like it really caters to every single play style that someone could have. It really does.
I think you were spinning right there. I think you said Port-a-fort, teleport, and abort.
Oh, thank you.
Bro's always dropping low-key bars. You guys just got to catch them.
Yeah, if you don't catch them, then you're dropping them, and that
so 11th is a place you don't want to be in. That's just right out of the money. It looks like Bryce is just out of the money. All that means is you got to have a little bit better landing, get that loot straightened out, and get those points for
at the end of the day, it's confidence, right?
Yeah.
Right when you see someone, you have to realize...
You could tell with Quetel. Like, he's dropping 16, but also the way he was playing fights, it was
super aggressive.
One after another, just very, finish it. And I believe he's the one that took out Karu, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, I mean, take out the big dog and you ride the wave.
Riding the wave in Las Vegas when there's no beach, it's the best case situation.
We got a lake. We got wake.
We got a lake that you really don't want to be inside. It's a little...
My dad told me he put somebody in there one time. Allegedly.
We'll have to think about that in the next round and see what...
that means I get 1 elimination, right?
That is true. You know what? You're already on the board. You got 4. You got 4. Put them in the lobby. Put them on the board.
There we go.
But I am just excited to see how the game plans change for these competitors, what they're going to do next, what they're aiming for, which I hope it's another competitor and you're not aiming at the sky. But what is the game plan for the next round? What would you do if you landed, got eliminated early? What is your plan?
We didn't see too many boss situations. I think that's what we saw from Karu was he got the boss kill. He did the normal stuff, but then that's very obvious to some other players. They see that happening and they go, okay, well, I can get that to go my way. And I think kind of camping the boss might be a situation that we might see, but you never know which way that things can shake out here for us today. 4 more rounds, plenty of points on the board, and plenty of time to make a comeback here. 16 points is not out of the realm. I can't remember what the most points we've ever seen in a round. I think it was like 23, 24.
I think it was probably even 26. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Yeah.
But that was on one of the busier nights, for this tournament. Lots of players with only 24 competitors. Really what I would be aiming for is like 2 to 3 eliminations. Maybe I would even push 2.
Well, you can see how important it is to get 6, right? You get 6 in the win. That's like the most, right?
Yeah.
If you got 10 eliminations and the win, you could probably take over this tournament for the foreseeable future. But
oh, absolutely.
Right there, I think you see DigiX dropping 1 or 2 or 3 and then getting that second place finish. Nets him a lot of points on the board. So I think you're 100% right.
I think only aiming for 2 or 3 and then go for placement, but you have to get eliminations. If you're not going for eliminations, you're trying to survive to the outskirts, you're going to find yourself kind of on the outskirts of being in the money.
Yeah,
that's just the reality of the situation.
You're
right
100%
now.
right. I think we see a lot of these players doing that similar thing. You have a 5 here, which I believe is placement, and so far and so down. But you see Karu, who I believe had 1 elimination, if not 0, and he's only going to have 4 points. Look for him to turn up in this next one.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it's all going to go down. We're currently getting everyone suited up into the battle bus. And what was really fun, what I saw in the pre-show, a lot of people using these custom lobbies to practice their aims, do some 1v1s.
That's the best part of Fortnite right now. I think, you know, you play something like a Valorant or anything. There's nowhere to practice. I mean, you can go into...
you got the
You can go into a click play, you can shoot bots and all that, but Fortnite really has a practice mode for every single thing. You can practice your jumping, you can practice your shotgunning, you can practice your jumping into shotgunning. It does look like we're going to have a little technical pause here, or
only 23 out of 24 competitors were in that lobby.
It's like, what do we got to do? Do we got to go down there and sign them in ourselves?
He's saying it on the very loud mic.
Luckily, yeah, the big mic. How are they louder than us? How did they?
Hey, you know what? I hope
next week,
Oliver
me and you,
louder than mine.
We'll just get the mics. We'll just
get in the lobby,
yes.
Just staring everyone down. Are you in the lobby?
Big shout out to our IT team for even noticing that, and all of the people that make this thing run. I mean, down to the people that run our lounge and everything that goes down with that. Big shout out to Mom and Dad for bringing out all of our competitors here today.
Yeah, an absolute huge heartfelt. From the bottom of our hearts, genuinely, without you guys bringing them down here, dealing with the traffic, dealing with the Las Vegas Strip
registering,
getting them down here. Without you guys, this tournament
getting through Oliver at sign-in. Ooh, that's rough.
That is rough.
That's tough.
You don't want to deal with Oliver if you walked on by and you didn't sign up.
Yeah.
You know what? We haven't seen Levi Bear in a minute.
That's true. That's true. We should go looking for Levi.
But genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, to all of the parents in the crowd right now, you guys are the true MVPs. You deal with the traffic every single week. You bring down the competitors, and without you guys, this tournament wouldn't happen.
Luckily, the cool thing about HyperX Arena is we have food, we have drinks, and you guys can have a good time along.
What else do you need?
I mean, you need to watch your son or daughter win some Fortnite so we can take some money home. That's all else that we need to put on cherry on top.
That is the cherry on top that everyone can ask for. Going home with some money. I always say you have better odds winning money here. Spending, 5 or 6 hours on Fortnite, learning the new season, come down here, compete. You really do have a really good chance, especially like I said.
You know what else is crazy that I learned from Oliver? If you get 10th, you get double your money.
Yeah, that's why I say every single week. It's double your money.
I learned it from Pidgey, sorry.
No, it's true, though. You double your money if you're able to grab 10th place. And I could not complain about doubling my money any day of the week.
That's like going to blackjack, putting it down, losing 10 times, and then somehow making your money back.
That was my brother.
Times 2.
But it truly is better odds for you to play this than to go out there and try and win on the tables. Like you're saying, you have to keep on depending on RNG. The only thing RNG-wise here is your own aim.
Yeah,
it's all up to you.
We do forget that this is skill-based at the end of the day, so
it is.
You can come down here and practice. You can even get yourself some game time at the front and practice in the arena, which is really cool. I
mean, they already got the computers set up. If
you
want to get down here early some weeks, you can just sign up, play on the computers, and already practice if you don't have time during the week.
I think we don't really talk about how crazy it is that this is a giant arena filled to the brim with gamers. So, like, at the end of the day, it can be very nerve-wracking, and I think we talk about it a little less than we should, but you can kind of waive that as far as feeling stronger about yourself in that moment, right? Oh, I am scared. The announcer's saying my name. I'm doing a Fortnite dance. You know, you don't have...
One week they were just camping and
we're just up here talking smack about them, right? But at the end of the day, you can really build that muscle and be more and more clutch. And all you got to do is come down here to HyperX Arena and play in more tournaments. You see,
no, you're so right.
Oliver's list of people is like legendary, 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 and then epic, epic, epic. So the players that are on the top have come to more tournaments, and that is what we're seeing be a factor.
No, you were talking about it, having a place like this where you're all under the same roof for the same thing. It's really a one-of-a-kind experience that I feel like is unfortunately transitioning away. I was
just
literally
LAN in general.
Yeah, LAN tournaments,
local tournaments in general.
It's tough to run. It's tough to build a community, and genuinely, I was talking about that because I had a few different LAN spots back before COVID.
Yeah.
They are gone. The one by CSN, there's one down by Blue Diamond. They're all gone.
Listen, the strong will survive.
The strong will survive.
HyperX Arena is here to stay. We got a lot of stuff coming up as well, so make sure you guys keep your eye on the Winter Series because you want to get yourself a trophy. All you got to do is play some Fortnite like you're here today, and we got plenty of other games if you're not into Fortnite, but Fortnite's basically 5 games right now, so if you don't play one of them...
What are you doing?
What game do you play?
There's so much in Fortnite right now. It's actually ridiculous. But like we talked about, Winter Series, we've got Warzone, we got Counter-Strike, Black Ops 6, Knockdown, Friday Frags, Saturday Night Speedway, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and Sports all coming up for that beautiful tournament. Zooming right into those beautiful
And if you don't know, Knockdown is our fighting game. Preliminary is going to be the warm-up, and then the Knockdown in those main events section is going to be that Smash Brothers. I love playing Smash Bros as well.
And get out your smartphone, scan the barcode.
You won't.
Bring out
Let me see some phones. Let me see some
phones. Be able
phones.
to scan to register and play, and be able to get ready for these some of the biggest tournaments of the year.
Y'all got phones, right?
Y'all got phones. Come on. Who doesn't have a phone?
Shout out Blizzard.
Blizzard, man. What a company. Don't remind me of that. Don't remind me of that. We just had the Game Awards. That's something to also talk about as we wait for. Is there any games you saw personally that you're looking forward to coming up in the next year? Because there is a ton of 2025 releases.
Yeah, I feel like it's very PlayStation heavy, and I'm not PlayStation guy.
I mean, the Xbox lost the console war, buddy. You got to get back on the train.
Well, PC is like Microsofty now, right? We could just claim.
Sony's porting everything on PC.
Yeah, that's true.
Xbox is porting everything on PC. Yeah. They're trying to get into that market.
I'm definitely looking forward to the Nintendo when they drop their whatever.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, we need to see what Nintendo Switch 2 is going to bring. We need to see if they're going to drop a Smash anything.
Yeah, we do need a new Smash Brothers.
I'll take
need a new
one
Mario
new
Kart.
character. I mean, we'll take anything. And I know Mario Kart as
Hungry
well.
Box did a really funny
I saw him. He just kept pressing
it. Battle Pass 3.
Yeah.
No.
He said, wait, Cloud?
Boom.
He's already in the game, bro.
Nah, I am super excited to see what that is. D-Brand actually just put out, if you want to look it up on Twitter, a post of a new render of the new Switch 2 for no reason at all. So everyone else is just posting the new Switch before Nintendo even gets to it.
Yeah, I think the community needs to chill. Like, we need to chill on leaks. We need to chill on.
I don't mind leaks.
You know?
I guess I'm so desensitized to leaks now, where I'm just like, oh, I guess I get the excitement.
My
from
whole
the
thing
leaks.
is like when they did a bad Sonic trailer. And then they changed the Sonic.
Oh, the movie.
What if they do a bad leak and then all of a sudden they change the game and it's different? So
that would be hilarious.
So I feel like we can all learn a little lesson from that. But
that would actually be hilarious. Nintendo releasing the same Switch. Like, yeah, we didn't change anything, and then 2 weeks after, they're like, just joking.
Yeah, because if the whole community's like, they didn't change anything, we're not going to buy it. And they're like, okay, well, JK, we put bells and whistles on it. Here you go.
I hope so. My one thing that I really want with the Switch is 720p handheld, 60 frames. That's all I want. I want 60 frames on every single game.
That would be great
on the Switch. That's all I need for a Switch 2 to sell me on the product, because there's no reason why Tears of the Kingdom should be running at like 15 frames per second. No reason.
Mine doesn't even run on that. But yeah, it would be nice because then you could play Fortnite on the go, in the airplane. You could be on the battle bus, in the battle bus. It could be a good time.
I totally agree with you. Right now, my Switch, if I tried to boot up new Fortnite and try to use the sword, it would explode. That's the noises it makes before it explodes.
Yes.
And then it's not good, especially if you're on an airplane. But it's really exciting. It's really exciting if you think about it. All these new games, I mean, they just announced so much new stuff at the Game Awards. I think they actually did a really, really good job with that event. They allowed these companies to have time.
I needed Animal Well to win for Donkey.
True. I wanted them to go on stage.
Shout
so
out
bad.
Balturo or whatever.
Balatro, thank you very much. It's a very good game.
I agree, but it's like you gotta. That made its money. You give a game like Animal Well a little shout out there, they might make their money.
I
gotta do it for Donkey.
Have you played Animal Well yet, Mister?
I gotta do it for Donkey.
Oh, and we're going right back to the main menu. Round 2 will never start.
Round 2 never starts. We get to start our podcast.
Did you ever play Animal Well?
No, but it looks so fun.
I haven't played it either, and I really
know
want
anything
to.
that Donkey backs is legit because he's been playing games since games were called games.
That is fair. I think that genuinely, indie games are just doing so much better right now. I know it's been a talking
all
point that's
5
been, like,
of the nominees are very, very good games.
Slapping. I mean, if you haven't tried,
and you can't say that for the years prior.
No.
I mean, there has been some really good games, but there's always like a standout. This year, I feel like there's just 5, 6 good indie games that you can play at any time, and indie developers are a big thing in the community, and Fortnite's really great for that as well. I mean, you get paid for making a Fortnite map.
They paid out a lot of money.
You get paid for, if you made your own game in Fortnite, you're going to get paid for that. So indie developers definitely on the rise, and Fortnite can help with that as well.
I think it's amazing. There's so many game modes in Fortnite. I mean, just talking about any developers, I mean, we talked about Balatro. If you haven't tried it, it's on sale. It's a very good card game. You literally have unlimited combinations of what you can do with that card game. Ton of fun. If you haven't checked out Animal Well, there is so many cool games. And even if you want to try out some different game modes on Fortnite, they are becoming alarmingly good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not like Roblox level, I would say, just yet.
Right.
With their engine, they're getting there.
It feels more like back in the day when you would just play a Halo kind of custom match, and there's this and that around.
Yeah, you're so right, actually.
But you get paid. Like, if I was getting paid for my 6 zombie max back in the day, I'd be rich.
If you just boot up or try to make a tycoon type map, there was like 1,000 tycoon maps.
If you just made just the racing ones, I know are really, like, just the obstacle courses are really popular, and then obviously just the practice ones, if you can practice your jumping into bots.
Horror ones are really crazy right now. I mean, they were kind of silly when we played them, but they had their charm to them because you know that it's really people's first steps into creating a game, which is actually really cute and really interesting.
Yeah, you do well there. Nice. You make a little bit of money. You learn how to use
Unreal
Engine 5, and you learn how to just kind of get yourself in the door of making video games, which I can't say that I ever experienced besides like that Halo era. So big shout out to
Forge mode, man. That was my Unreal Engine 5. The game modes that were created.
The mixture between Forge and Theater really changed the game.
It did. Oh, you're making me sentimental.
Please come back, Halo.
You're making me kind of
sad. I'll do anything.
Well, it is coming back in what? Unreal Engine 5. So we'll see how that's going to change the game.
I don't know what that's going to do.
Apparently it's going to be really good because the Halo devs were basically
asleep.
wanted to jump over a table in anger and shake their computer screen with how they had their own original engine.
Yeah.
And now they get to work with Unreal Engine 5, which hopefully will allow Halo to come back, just like we're getting back into round 2 of Friday Frags. Finally, we're able to get all 24 competitors in the same battle bus, and they're going to be able to now duke it out once again. Remember, Quatel, boom, number 1 on the leaderboard. He is the one to take down.
Yeah, 16 points off the rip, and like I said, Karu on the leaderboard definitely needs to step it up this round. Don't want to put too much on his back, but man.
He has a lot to put on his back. That is all I'm saying. Getting eliminated early, especially, he has 4 points to 16 right now.
Yeah, that's your main contender, right? You're really worried about consistency going into game 2 and game 3, but anything can happen because it is Fortnite, ladies and gentlemen. The fans and the friends and the moms and dads are looking on to see their possible player take home all the money.
all the money on the line. Remember, top 10 gets paid out. First place getting $250.
Give me my money. Just give me my money.
I would not mind $250 right now. That's all I'm saying. That is, holiday shopping is not cheap this year.
That's facts, man.
And it's not going to get cheaper.
Like, this is the kind of, you win this and your parents just go, dude, buy your own presents, dude. You got it.
You will be able to be your own Santa. That's all I'm saying.
Santa is real. He drives the battle bus, if you guys didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what's next week also is
Christmas?
The Christmas update for Fortnite. So new. All new stuff. Do these developers even sleep? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
They are non-stop putting out content for this game.
I mean, they made enough money. They have enough people working. Look at that toilet. What in the kind of private situation? What's going on? How does that even work? What is that? That's Shaq's toilet. Makes sense now.
But right now, WP Frog on the screen, going to be able to grab some more loot, grab some more potions. They're going to be already topped off, so grabbing those mini shields and having it on standby. And the bigs. So they're going to be actually pretty locked in on this loadout. Like I said, the hollow assault rifle, super good. An absolute laser like every other gun, but this one comes with a sight. The Fury assault rifle does not. So you kind of pick your battles. This one shoots slower, the other one shoots faster. So you kind of pick your battle on which one you like more. But remember, every single gun in the game right now is hit scan. No bullet drop to be found. It's up to you to aim and aim good to win your fight.
Well, we're aiming for first place here today. 24 out of 24 still. Nobody taken off the board. A lot of places to land, a lot of POIs, places of interest to look for here.
And a lot of these places of interest, like you're saying, just so much room to navigate, to run away from.
Even if someone did land next to you, it's not something you couldn't get away from.
Yeah, and I would just really recommend, especially in these smaller lobby leagues where we don't have 50 competitors, drop on a named location.
Yeah.
You're not doing yourself any favors for dropping somewhere like somewhere far away. I mean, not to roast Sainsbury that much, that they're going to be able to sacrifice a spite for a boon. Goodbye, little one.
All spirits go to heaven.
Or whatever Fortnite lore there is.
Yeah, imagine,
probably is
imagine the lore comes out, he's like, they go straight to hell. Those cute little things, they gotta go.
They're actually Oni demons.
Yes, that would make so much sense. Where else do we get the Oni masks from?
You're telling me. You're the one writing the lore right now. Sainsbury, though, going to be able to grab a pretty good loot. Those boons, like I said.
And the Batmobile.
There is 4 of those in the game right now. One of them giving you more help when you swim.
Oh my gosh, he's back at it again. Quatel.
Going to take down the holiday season. Mobbed by Eggnog is going to go take a drink.
Yeah.
Right back into the lobby screen.
We actually do have some really good hot cocoa at the bar,
We
I
do,
believe.
and it's $5, I do believe.
I believe you can get it spiked as well, so.
Get some of that hot cocoa. It's actually really good. We had it on stream a couple weeks ago. Hot cocoa at the bar. Ask a waitress if you want to grab one of those. They're actually very good, and they're ginormous.
Yeah.
They are huge.
And, you know, eggnog.
Eggnog. Do you like eggnog?
I don't know if I've ever just, like, indulged.
It's weird. I don't get it.
Just don't call it eggnog, and I'm on board. Call it really good holiday drink, and I'm in there.
What a name. What a name. Right now, we do have one of the arena accounts, Juice World, going to be able to chase down one of these cards. And unfortunately, not going to have enough movement to take him out and destroy the car and grab that elimination. But for the time being, they're going to be able to just run around, loot up. And like I said, in these early moments, in these early games, there's no reason why I feel like you shouldn't have better loot.
Yeah, you have all the time in the world to loot here. You're looking for just a couple of things to go your way and a box or two. We talked about RNG. This is the biggest RNG part of it. Landing, looting, and everything after that is all skill-based.
All skill-based at the end of the day with everything, even where you land, because if you're landing on the outskirts, you ain't getting no loot. You're not grabbing any good guns. And right now, like we're seeing in Gerber Life right now, they have great guns, but they're not even filled up on their shields. So you gotta kind of say, I mean, granted, they're playing really safe and just trying to survive, but you're going to have to, at some time, some way, get some more shields. And look at the arena account doing work.
The arena account's fighting back. They had a hard round one, not gonna lie, but coming back with a vengeance.
I always love it whenever I see those arena accounts coming back, doing work.
Remember we watched Unger win, and I was like, dude, this is legendary. But
it was legendary. We flipped out when an arena account won a victory royale, but unfortunately we got trolled, and it was no fun.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we do have servers walking around. If you guys get a little hungry around game 3, game 4, I get hungry around game 4.
There you go.
So make sure you guys flag one of them down.
The food here is phenomenal.
Delicious.
We just did the hottest wings challenge last week for tomorrow's tournament. Saturday Night Speedway, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 150cc tomorrow. Sign up or be not signed up. Then you're a little bit more lame to me.
Lame.
But we did the hot wings challenge. It was some of the best sauce I've ever had. My tongue went numb, but it was still worth it.
You know, that's the best thing you can ask for in a hot situation like that.
You're not even wrong. I was like, oh, I'm fine right now. I'm fine. My whole mouth
It sounds
is
like
numb.
you went into fight or flight mode.
It was. I was about to fall over, to say the least.
We'll get Parmesan wings next week for you.
Ooh, that's so good to
I
me.
gotcha.
Right now, though, we are seeing THN trying to just laser out some of the other competitors. Remember, with that submachine gun, it's not going to do damage if you're trying to do work there.
No, this is the best angle we could possibly be at right now.
I'm like, they're shooting at something. Don't know what, but it's definitely
matter.
something.
Full health doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Grab some heals. And remember, like we said, all you really need to grab is an assault rifle and a shotgun. Everything else should be heals, shields, and movement. That is all that matters, especially in a tournament like this. You are not going to use every gun you have, especially like I see in Sainsbury right now. When you get eliminated, you are not using every single one of these guns. You're using an assault rifle or a shotgun, or if you don't want a shotgun, use a submachine gun. You can win with that against a shotgun.
I think a lot of these players are used to build, and I think that's what we're seeing. So I think to increase what you're saying, to double it, is just maybe grab a porta fort or two.
I like your coat,
but you're 100% right.
It's really the reality of the situation. You want heals and shields.
You want heals, yeah. You definitely want heals. You definitely want shields.
And Karu, I really thought that they were going to be the aggressor, but unfortunately, the only thing that's being aggressive is that storm.
Is that Beast Boy?
It is Beast Boy.
That's my goat.
That is awesome. I don't even. The DC skins are coming back. If you didn't know, you can actually get the Gritty back in the shop. They brought back all the icon dances, and DC is coming back in the shop as well. So if you do want to pick up some DC skins, I got the Wonder Woman one.
I definitely need Batman doing the Gritty on my timeline ASAP.
It's amazing. This game blows me away every single day.
Oh, we have a possible. Nope.
Ooh, Sainsbury trying to commit GTA activities here, but they're going to be able to turn in slash wall hacks and be able to teleport out of that situation. Sainsbury going to be able to live with their car for another hour.
I like grabbing a car. We talked about in the car season why it's good. You have that extra big old shield, but definitely got to use it the right way. I mean, you're a sitting duck at the same. You're a flying duck. What are you? You're a walking duck. Yeah.
Rolling duck.
You're rolling.
Rolling. And Sainsbury gonna just jump into another car. Yeah. They are not going for the fights. I mean,
I wish my insurance company was that fast. I needed my car, that new car that.
I always thought about that when I played all the GTA references coming out right now. As Karo gonna find WP Frog and eliminate him so early.
Yeah, WP Frog definitely living a very long time in our game 1, gets shut down by Karu, and that's just the start of his killing spree, if I have to guess.
But like I was saying before, that's what I always thought about with GTA, whenever you could just call your car back, and I'm like, man, imagine a life. They just have it on standby, having a repair crew. And I was thinking that same thing when I jump from one car to another. I'm like, man, imagine how fun life would be, right?
I think GTA inspired Uber, but we don't gotta talk about it.
You're not even wrong. What we got, Slick here, not the attack. Slick going to get lasered down by Nick, and now going to be able to bring out the shotgun. Shot come out, tries to teleport away, but Nick will be able to grab their first elimination of this round.
Yeah, I believe Bryce dropping big kills today. Has a little bit of a fan base. You can hear him popping off every time they're putting on a show.
It's called an arena for a reason.
Wait a second.
Oh, Sainsbury.
Train me how to shoot. Shoots him right off the train.
The hit scan, that's what I'm talking about. Aim, tap, and shoot is all you have to do.
This might go over some heads, but I heard if you run backwards on the train, that's how you actually go back in time. So maybe that was what that player was doing there.
Potentially.
But Karo puts him back.
Can't reverse that decision now.
Yeah, Karo puts him back into the lobby, actually. So
Karo going to be here on our screen again. The Beast Boy loadout. I love to see all the other skins in the game. I mean, I got my Sasuke hoodie on right now. So if you got any Naruto fans in this lobby right now, I'm just saying, I'll shout you out. Yeah. But Nick, unfortunately, going to be taking a ton of damage. The car is going to go down. It's in flames.
And you can tell, I mean, Karo having a rough game 1, wants to show out in game 2, and just has to stay on every single possibility of an elimination here. Love the repositioning and just tiptoes right onto that edge.
And the teleporter coming out in absolute style. And Nyjah Walker grabs their second elimination of this round as well. So Karo got to do work. Got to take a ton of damage though. Kind of a nice trade here.
I think the tree hit him.
I don't imagine that tree damage.
Oh no, it looks like another player was trying to get their third party on. This could be a possible 2 eliminations for Karo, but he's gonna set himself up for the opposite of failure. What's the opposite of failure again? Success.
That is what you're aiming for, but unfortunately Karo cannot aim for any of these other competitors. Do not know where they are. Seems like Nick was able to get out of that dangerous situation.
Luckily, and now has to reposition. Does have a fully stocked health car to get out of there. Karo trying to keep his eyes on this arena account, but is getting tagged from another third party as well. Karo taking down the 1, trying to keep his cool. Here comes the teleport, has his eye on it.
We might be seeing the end of Karo here.
Possibly very low.
One of the arena counts, 62, taking out 49.
Oh, man.
Funnier than 62. Nah, I'd win. Will be able to actually make their name true there.
Nah, I'd win that.
Nah, I'd win.
Okay, but
ends up losing.
At least, I mean, putting Karo in the spin cycle right now, unfortunately.
Oh, nah, I'd win. Grabbing 2 of them.
So
now, unfortunately, going to get stuck in the storm. Teleports out.
So Karo wanting to get aggressive there, but just taking too much damage. Now is going to reposition, but has to find some heals.
You saw he has one of the boons that heals you in the water, so it actually works extremely fast.
Genius.
And going to be able to put them into a pretty safe spot. But you saw they had to use all of their heals and shields to keep themselves alive. Could not win any of these exchanges.
I like that.
So they're really backed against the wall at this halfway point with 12 competitors left.
I like that though, running into the storm just for a little bit, knowing you're going to be safe, only sitting here on that 4th little storm. So ESLV Fort 31, our arena accounts, still trying to get their names on the board. C-Man doing his thing. A little bit of a sea walk here up this mountain.
Yeah, going to be able to survey this mountain, and all you're finding is Lee Canyon with more snow. Thankfully, this snow is real.
I heard they're putting back up the lodge.
Oh yeah, did you see those concept work?
Need that.
That looks.
They got the vent. You thought the hot cocoa was good here.
Insurance claim.
It's very similar to the hot cocoa.
But right now we are seeing, did you X? Did you even try to run away? Probably the question they're asking.
He's gonna go try to get that loot. And there's players all around keeping it close. But yeah, DigiX in 2nd place right now. Those 2 eliminations are gonna help him continue to climb up. And now he's gonna keep his eyes on the prize. Great job dropping the Portafort. You say the Portafort's not too good, but look at it there. That shotgun shot is not gonna do enough just to take down the shield. Double the Portafort, double the fun. But
that's crazy.
Should have stayed in your house. Just just falls out of the Portafort there.
The only thing you had in terms of being aggressive and offensive is throwing out another Portafort in their face.
Do all the Portaforts have Spider-Man on them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tight.
But what we just saw there, unfortunately, the Portafort coming out not fast enough. So they threw it down and was not able to throw down in terms of that 1v1.
Yeah.
Just got lasered, and that was just the end of them.
This is a very cool strategy. Comes back all the way to the first Battle Royale. H1Z1, just stay in the car and stay shooting.
I meant H1Z1.
Here's another H1Z1 strategy. Hide behind the... Okay, not gonna work though, and Quantel has to keep his head on a swivel as there is other players close, but a great elimination. Nah, I'd lose that one as well.
Yeah, you're just getting lasered by 2 different competitors. Not much you can do there. Try to pull out the Samurai Sword, but
rough
just
road to be driving on too, but Quatel keeping it safe, could probably aggress, but wants to keep it safe, has 2 eliminations, and has the lead currently in the standings.
Currently going to be seeing Quatel dashing across this power plant and be able to just chill for the time being.
Yeah,
they got to be able to grab a little bit more med kits potentially.
What is this a factory for? What are they building here? Pump power? Oh, this is where they can get the water for Blue Lake.
There you go.
It's gotta be.
How are you not getting paid for this?
Pumped power.
That's just such a big
Cool
and you just ruined it all. Everyone has just lost power to half the island.
At least half the island.
Quatel, unfortunately, going to be #1 most hated target now after running through
That's
the
true.
power plant.
His shields don't really show that though, and has a car to go with it, so is going to move into that zone, and we're going to see where these other players stack up, because right now it is the Quatel show.
And remember, at the same point, even a little bit earlier, we were at 7 competitors left. We're at 9 now, going into the 6th storm.
Oh, here's a 1v1 that we didn't think we'd see. Nigel Walker trying to put on a show and take down #1. He seems like a samurai himself, gonna go to Samurai Island and settle this for good.
Gonna try and laser out Naija in the air. Unfortunately, the shots are just whipping. You're wondering if they even have their eyes open, but we are currently seeing Nigel Walker gonna be able to float away, get to a save spot. Did I talk too soon? What is going on the observer cam? It's lagging. Did we lose him?
Hold on, give it a sec. Did we try turning it off and turning it back on again? He is going to get that heal off, it looks like, however. The fans are...
We got the health cam POV. That's all we can see right now.
At least Nigel Walker's alive, right?
Unfortunately, it's looking like our observer cam is taking a little bit of a nap here.
Everybody get off the Wi-Fi.
But Nigel Walker lives another day for the time
at least
being,
we know he's good.
Oh, okay, we're going back
There we go.
We are back on it again.
That's my goat.
And we're back on Nigel Walker. And everything was right about the health. Don't know what happened.
Nah, it's just Noah fell asleep. He's our IT guy.
He's trying to do out here. But so is Carew. Gonna be able to pump some shots onto Quatel. Will they be able to win that?
Insane shotgun.
The Shogun took it. The Elden Ring boss took the elimination away from Carew.
Okay, but Carew does take out our #1 player. He's okay with that.
Did he get the elimination?
I really don't think so, and
I didn't look at how many eliminations he had before.
I really would like to take that up with the IT department, and now he's not even necessarily gonna get this or he is, because the Storm comes in and eliminates the Shogun. So you're laughing now.
I'm unironically going to look it up real fast.
I think they should give him that point, but it is close.
Hey, the Shogun wanted the elimination more than he did. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Carew does get the last laugh there, and we're gonna be taking that one up to a Oliver decision, if I had to guess. Very Plum gets an elimination and has the crowd behind him. Loving the little bit of a crowd we got going today. Big shout out to everybody for pulling up.
I mean, that's all I'm saying. You can cheer for your favorite competitor.
Yeah.
Boo the other competitors. That's the fun of it. Come on.
Boo everybody but me.
Boo! Gotcha. That's good. That's good. But we currently have Carew trying to go.
In a close one! Digiwex does not play around. Hides in the Portafort. Portafort is the way to go. I won't stop saying it. Digiwex takes down Carew, and he is going to be shaking his head after that one. He did.
Even with the invisibility, he lost the battle.
It's Friday the 13th, man. It's a rough one for him so far.
To say the least, Carew just whiffing shot after shot after shot.
Yeah, I think he was on point with the shots, but that bust does not break.
Gerber life. What a rep.
Oh, big baby, big baby!
Oh, B-Man's going down. Gerber life gonna be able to survive.
Yeah!
Whoa! Almost doesn't land into the water.
Bro plays Minecraft like that. Okay.
And now Gray will be able to take down Gerber life, bringing us into our top 4 situation.
Gray does a great job of keeping his eye on the prize there. I like the Minecraft moves, but you're a sitting duck in that water, and Gray proves it there.
That's definitely not the duck that walked up to the lemonade stand. And do you got any grapes? No, you got some grays that are going to be able to take you out. Currently going to be able to dance about that one. That's the only time where I say, hey, that bust out an emote is when you got an elimination on the board. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
That's my #1 rule.
Definitely keep your head looking around, but yeah.
Very Plum is not going to look very good as they are going to now get lasered. But Gray has to get into the circle.
Is this a bridge?
It is a bridge.
In a battle royale?
I don't like what you're referencing. I'm going to be real with you.
It's all going to end up going north for the summer. Only way to get there is off that bridge or a big swim. So this storm for these next 4 players might take out more people than you think.
Yeah, this is such a weird circle, too. You're seeing some of the other competitors where they're lining up. There is no really good sight lines other than the bridge. You really can't see these other competitors and where they're at.
There's one way in and there's one way out. Gray puts down the Portafort. Now DigiX gonna try to aggro him just a little bit. Gray keeping his eye on the prize, and they are gonna have to retreat. They go under the bridge. Big brain there.
Oh, sees them go invisible, but gonna be able to laser one shot. Gonna have to run after them. Gray now going to lose track of them. Like I said,
that's the worst part of invisibility, when you put your invisibility suit on and they see you do it.
Yeah, that is. Hey, yo, I'm not here. You didn't see me. As Nick is gonna go down to Very Plum, camping around the corner. Not gonna be able to survive, but still very respectable 4th place finish for them. Very Plum tries to get on top of this mound, but unfortunately misses the teleport.
I think he's got the time. He's got the teleport. He just needs to get the right timing here.
And now Gray's going to be able to find Very Plum going up the mountain.
Oh,
they're going to be able to throw down Portafort. The shotgun shot come out, and the assault rifle. That's what the legendary does. Gray's got 2. It's a 1v1 situation between Gray and DigiX. Gonna be able to maneuver themselves and has a lot of Portafort to work with.
I believe DigiX is in 2nd place currently with those 4 eliminations. It could definitely help him to get the win here. He is invisible. The shotguns ring true as he uses the visibility to maneuver, but it doesn't matter. We find the gray area, and Gray gets the win.
Gonna be able to go into round 2 to dominate it, take the shotgun shots, and absolutely wreck with the hollow assault rifle. 13 points on the board. Throw them up there.
Yeah, I mean, DigiX, 2nd place twice. Nothing to shake a tail feather at, but still very, very good placing. And Gray finds the clutch there. It can be hard to fight an invisible player. They can go anywhere. They can teleport behind you, but doesn't matter. Gray finds that gray area, like I said, and finds himself a victory royale here at the HyperX Arena.
Absolutely great work, Gray. Great work.
Great.
All right.
Great.
But they're going to. They actually did absolute work in this whole round, especially towards the end. They only had 3 eliminations, which, like I said, you're aiming for 2 to 3 eliminations per round to give yourself a good spot. Plus that victory royale going to make up the difference, but it's still very fun to see the confidence. You saw them, the nerves, they were there. He was whiffing a few shots. He was going too far left, too far right, but at the end of the day was able to land them.
Yeah, what do I go to? What do I go to my shotgun? I can't really see him. Do we do a nice spread here?
Yeah.
End of the day, goes to that legendary and becomes legendary in that own manner.
I couldn't have said it better. Really great work by Gray being able to grab that 2nd round victory royale. And momentarily, we will be getting into the 3rd round. As that 2nd round, we had a few technical issues, technical errors, and we'll be able to get everyone in the lobby for the 3rd round. Hopefully, all matched together, all good together.
Less hiccups going into game 3, hopefully. But yeah, Karu definitely needs to step it up. We talked about consistency. A lot of these players are putting points on the board. There is 3 games left. And Karu actually not going to be able to attend the Winter Series, so might be his last tournament for a while. So I think he'll be back after the Winter Series. I think he's going to New York. I know too much about Karu's life, but
hey, you know enough. You know enough. That's all you got to know.
That's my job, to be informed.
Be informed indeed. That's what we're here to do, and inform you guys that, hey, guess what? Winter Series, once again, be here or be square. End of the month, you're going to be seeing Warzone, Counter-Strike, Black Ops 6, Friday Frags, Mario Kart, Knockdown, Sports. So much is going to be happening in the Winter Series. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to be left out and have not a chance to win one of these beautiful, beautiful,
beautiful
trophies. They are gorgeous. They are amazing. And if you were able to see them in person, you would want to go home with one of these as well. They are really, really nice. Thank you, Oliver, again for setting this up, getting all this. And there's going to be some great prize pools.
Remember, guys,
well.
HyperX Arena LasVegas.com to register and look at the calendar. You never know when the favorite tournament might pop up. You might be really good at this. You might be really good at that. The only place to prove it is here at HyperX Arena.
There's no other place actually doing this. That's all I'm saying.
Sorry.
If you want to make your name known, come out and play some amazing games. Really, the lineup, fantastic. The games, fantastic.
Yeah, I was trying to think what
excited.
we're missing. I don't see it. We got all the good games on there. We even got sports.
Ballistics Fortnite. That's all I'm saying.
I think we're going to put something together for that. I think we have a nice little Fortnite coming for you guys.
I hope so, because I would love to commentate some ballistics. It would be a lot of fun, and seeing how these competitors who normally have builds, have no builds, are going to be playing a little bit more tactical.
They still have the repositioning grenades, too. So, like, those are really...
Grenades,
repulsion grenades. Use those as you will. Kind of looks like rays from a Valorant, so...
It does. And then you also have those scanning grenades and smokes, flashbangs. I think it would be a lot of fun.
And you can do it all as Snoop Dogg.
Or Messi, that just came out.
W video game.
W video game. I think every single time I go into a new video game now, I'm like,
where's Snoop Dogg?
Where is the gritty that I can use while I wait for something to happen?
True.
I need a custom emote will with some copyrighted music. Every single game needs it now.
Why even get an elimination if you can't do the gritty after?
I am still waiting for that for Marvel Rivals, because I've been on Marvel Rivals kick.
I can see it.
You can see it. They literally know. They know how big of an event it is to bring back the gritty, so they have a little advertisement tab for it. But I mean, it's a lot going on in Fortnite right now. I truly do hope that they are going to be able to release some better skins. I'm just sharing.
I like that they've been giving away free skins as well. Is really cool.
And we do have scores talking about giving away something for free.
Whoa!
And Quatel's giving away their lead as DigiX is going to take over first place for the time being. Quatel is in second with 23. Gray is in third, tying with Kaysen. And now going down the line, Nick in fifth. WP Frog in sixth. Keru in seventh, tying along the lines between 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, and 11th place will be 1 point away from being in the money. But really great work so far. But you're already seeing that point difference between Nick and 5th place.
Yeah.
Nick and K-Sun. That is a 7-point difference right now. You really got to be thinking about that if you're trying to go home with more money.
At that point, you're just thinking about eliminations. And at that point, we're in our game 2, going into our game 3. Quatel living and dying by the sword, literally. So something crazy to see the samurai literally get the kill there.
I'm just excited to see even more sword battles go on, some more sword fights, and be able to do this. But unfortunately, I do not know if we're going to be having enough people or we're restarting, but we'll see it momentarily. We can only cross our fingers if we have more technical issues, but we are currently getting into the 3rd round of Friday Frags. It's going to be huge. It's going to be amazing, and it is currently a huge battle for that top 6 spot.
That's why we are here in the battle bus.
To battle it out.
Frags, we having a good time down there? Anybody having a good time?
I sure hope so. Honestly.
Going into game 3.
This is what we've been waiting for. We're starting it out on slicks. They're going to be able to drop down, go a little bit onto the outskirts of the island. But like I said, you want to drop on these known locations. There's not enough people in the map for you not to drop on a named location.
Because you're really just looking for the best loot. You're looking for the best RNG, and the places you're going to get it is someplace like that.
In your first fight, you don't want to have not full shield. Why would you want to go into the first fight at a disadvantage because you were too scared to drop on a named location? At the end of the day, it is fear.
Unless you're him, I can
you know
see
what? That's fair. You're him. Be able to go into the jungle, scavenge.
Yeah, just get a little bit here, a little bit there. That's what we're seeing from Slicks right now. Just gets those half shields, little half pots to go his way, and not enough bullets. I need more bullets.
man, that was an old meme. That's crazy. I missed that guy. What happened to him?
I don't know. I'm an old meme, to be honest, at this point.
Honestly, what a throw. I totally forgot about that, actually. That guy was hilarious. I loved him. But right now we have WP Frog on the screen right now.
WB Frog is better, though.
Yeah,
See, you be cooking, bro. You don't even know. Hello, my baby.
Hello, my
darling.
baby.
Hello, my God.
Currently going to be able to get themselves back up the top. But right now what we're really looking at and analyzing is what the loot is looking like for these competitors.
Facts.
Because they are currently trying to find the best colors, the best weapons, and the better color. That would actually be hilarious if that was an instant elimination.
That would be so rude.
I would actually laugh. They need another.
That's such an Epic Games fail.
They have a whole location. If you do emote, they'll launch you off and eliminate you.
Oh, I saw that. I think that's a ninja like meme from back in the day.
Really?
I think he had like, he told Lupo if he danced on the side that, and then he threw a.
Compulsion. The impulse grenade. Yeah, that's hilarious. That's great. That's great. Honestly, because I'm never a part of those early bird kind of Fortnite memes, because I got in so late. You know, I played a little bit in the beginning.
Well, late was the time to get in, unless you're Booga. Booga would tell you different. But
I enjoy my no builds, and I will live and die by the no builds. I do not care. I am glad I did get in that time. The only thing I regret is that they locked the Spider-Man skin behind a battle pass, and I really want that Spider-Man skin. That's all I'm saying. Quatel goes down, the first elimination of the night. Quatel is gone to Nyjah.
That is not good for your point total, but great for the rest of the players in the lobby.
That is wild. That was the last thing I expected to happen.
Facts. I'm glad you pointed it out,
Top
too.
2 competitor is now gone and out, and they are going to lose probably a couple spots off of getting eliminated.
That's why we're always up here talking about consistency, how important it is to be strong throughout these 5 rounds. Yes, you can have a good round 1. Yes, you can have a good round 2, but it's players like Karu and like DigiX that continue to do it throughout the games, 5 games, that really come out on top for the money here.
I really want a Fortnite skin competition. Whoever gets the best skin combination with the back bling,
dress to impress.
Dress to impress Fortnite edition. When are we getting that happen? Why is that not a winter series?
Maybe me and you can go in on some Fortnite points, and we'll get best dressed next week.
Oh, I was saying like in game. I thought you were gonna say we could judge it.
Yeah, we'll judge it. We'll judge it.
I was like, I thought you meant come in with our whole outfit. What are you talking about? I ain't got no Fortnite.
You ain't got no skins?
Skins.
You got it.
I do. I have too
Nyjah Walker continuing his reign here, takes out Slicks, who we saw drop a little early in. Looks like Gray is running down the cloud right here. Oh no, playing games.
The first 2 eliminations going to Nyjah is actually fantastic, and they're understanding and realizing how important it is.
This is also a vibe, I will say. If we were in like a top 50 lobby and everybody was getting taken out, that is true. But if this is like a glitch, we're looking at something else. Sorry. DigiX in first place right now, still trying to keep things going. Shout out to good old default skin.
Default skin, and you're able to pick the default skin now. You know what? They added that recently, where you get to choose who you want to play as the default skin instead of it being random. So I think that's actually
great. We picking Jonesy every time, however. So
easy pick. It's too iconic.
Yeah.
And we are currently seeing this arena count just being able to drive around, figure out what they want to do, figuring out where to go. And really what I've been doing is just drive around to each name location, try and pick off one person, go around, try and figure out how to heal myself back up, and do that time and time again. And just run around to these name locations and wait till you hear someone walking around.
I like this too because you've seen him kind of switch to the gun here too. So you get the speed of the bike, you get the quick switch to the gun. It might find himself some eliminations there, but nah, I'd win.
I'd win. On the screen, gonna switch from the Gojo skin, unfortunately. You know what, a little bit disappointed about that, but you know what, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you thinking the skin isn't doing work, you gotta change the skin.
Do a flip.
Do a flip.
No,
he's gonna be doing a flip back to the lobby. He's gonna be able to throw down that porta fort. He's gonna be able to slam down the sword and the compulsion grenade. Gonna be able to jump all the way above into the porta fort. Nyjah Walker grabbing 3.
Nyjah with 3 off the rip, looking strong going into this one. Game 3, just barely dodging the car is Dijuex and gonna send him off the side.
Just flying off the mountain, just a drive-by.
That was, there's a movie that I seen that happened in a couple
Fast
times.
and the Furious?
All of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I've never watched the full Fast and the Furious.
That is bad.
Yeah, it is.
You would learn a lot about Speedway. Hold on.
And Fatal is unfortunately going to make a fatal mistake.
He gets out.
Trying to fight this fight, but Dijuex has the better aim and absolutely lasers them. But guess what? When you go and fight, there is going to be another person waiting to pick you off.
Mostly if a giant car explodes next to you, look for some other players to be a little weary of that situation. But yeah.
There's a 3.4 earthquake on the FORTNITE island.
Yeah. What happened? What was that? And then you look and there's just the car exploded. You know where to look, but I'd win trying to set up the car on Gerber Life. Gerber Life looking for a car as well. A lot of people going for the car strat here, but you kind of want the car later into the fight because once you get down to those later numbers, you can use it as a shield a bit more. If you use it now, it might get shot up.
And there's just a lot of cars in the game, but like you said, I absolutely do agree. I would be kind of keeping these cars at bay until these final rounds. But in the beginning of the game, I would really say, hey, you want to go for eliminations when you have time to loot back up, get yourself back up to top health. You don't want to be wasting time in these early circles because the more you wait, the more of a chance you're going to run into these top-ranked competitors here at the arena.
Here's some stunt driving from Gerber Life. He's going to get out and take some shots as well. Barry Plum, though, going to get out with his life.
Shot.
Everybody.
Gerber.
All right, I just got a like doing shots of baby food in my head.
Oh no!
I didn't like it.
No, you do not want that.
Not the carrots, Mom. Not the carrots.
You don't like carrots?
Wait a second.
And you don't like to see Gerber Life, unfortunately, gonna go down.
Oh, speaking of carrots, here's some plum. That's definitely a baby food, right? Plum?
Is it?
Gotta be.
I wouldn't know.
You don't eat baby food?
Are you sharing your extensive knowledge of baby food
I
right
eat
now?
whatever I get on my hands on.
That is
I see food, I eat it.
Hey, is that your favorite? Is that your diet right now? Seafood?
I see food, I eat it.
Seafood diet? Is right now. Wynn's gonna be able to grab one as well, but Face Shadow's going to take a lot of damage, but Nyjah Walker, unfortunately, I keep saying unfortunately because there is a lot of unfortunate aiming that I'm seeing right now. Just couldn't even hit him with the broadside of bottom with the bazooka.
Ooh,
but does land a little bit of damage to C-Man, going to get sniped to the side. Opts to go behind the tree. Hey, big folks, you owe me a Pepsi at the bar. As C-Man going to be able to put out a little bit of damage on the car, and it explodes. Not going to be able to pick up damage from that, but their tree ambush going to absolutely
he's
implode.
Using the magic hat technique, just throwing all the different possible bushes that he could be in. The tree wiggling its way. I don't even know who he's fighting, and neither does he. Goes down to Bryce.
Where even is Nick right now?
I mean, I couldn't find him either. Nyjah Walker is going to get another elimination, is on a tear in this game 3, and looks to continue.
Oh, you absolutely jinxed it, Nick. On a tear where?
I was more of a Vi fan, but we'll take the jinx for that one.
That is brutal. Nyjah Walker's dominating performance comes to an end by one of the arena accounts. Just miss shot after shot after shot with that full auto, and you can't miss those shots when it matters the most. And that was a potentially easy elimination if they were able to land those shots.
That in the business is what we call an overheat, just doing so well that you think that you can snowball it into more.
And there is no snowballs to be found in these areas, so when you're trying to snowball yourself, make sure you're on a very snowy mountain. If not, you're gonna find yourself ending up like Nyjah.
Definitely heating up here in the arena as well. Sansbury wants to reposition here, but
they got in the sky. Plum takes out Keru. Where are these top competitors going? What are they doing? What are they aiming with? They got blindfolds on?
I think he was big chilling in this area, and the storm was coming, but no ice cream for him, and is going to end up deserted.
Oh, and Sansbury is going to get drive-by. I'd Win will be able to drop out of the car, shotgun him with the Sentinel shotgun, and grab 2 for this round so far.
It's a possibility that we could be seeing them do a little bit more here too, as they have some shielded cars, and WP Frog does not want that to happen, is going to try to stay with his eye on the prize here.
And really with these hollow assault rifles, they do a lot of damage to cars anyways, so if you're able to put an entire clip into a car, you're going to be able to destroy it. I mean, it's really the reality of what we have right now with the cars on this map, is that you're going to be able to put out a lot of damage, make them explode, and get them out of the car, because after that explosion, you're kind of discombobulated yourself.
Yeah.
You do not know what is right, left, up, and down.
That explosion we saw earlier that was at the top of the cliff, honestly, he could have won that fight, but the discombobulation of the explosion
exactly. It really allowed the other competitor to just get out of that situation and call it a day and say, hey, I'm going to hide myself in the explosion and get out of that dangerous situation, picking up that elimination like you were saying.
All right, a bit of a one. We got a cam and cam here. Nah, I'd win, trying to win versus well-played Frog. Takes those shots, trying to create that aggro, trying to get that peak from Nah, I'd win.
We'll see.
And Vibin doing it.
It's just head peeking after head peeking after head peeking. They're like, hey, you shoot. Hey, you shoot. Hey, you shoot.
It's like that game where we both close our eyes and we try to see who opens their eyes. Trying to catch you opening your eyes.
That is actually such a good.
It's in our next. That's next in our HyperX showcase.
There you go.
Instead of
whoever opens their eyes first loses.
Yeah.
It's like whoever grabs the money.
If I see you open your eyes and it's the longest time eyes closed.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's like who grabs the money. Basically.
Yeah.
Right now, no damage being put out by either one of these competitors. They are just peek, doop, doop, peek, doop, doop.
Yeah.
Not really much action from either of them when really one of these competitors has an item that can close the gap and make it a little bit easier to land some shots, but once again, not even the overshield is going down.
Yeah, you just don't want to be 11th. You don't want to be in that spot, so not pushing the issue right now might be the best issue. Did you X sitting
hey,
up?
I'm pushing the issue every time. That's all I'm saying. You got the heals, you got the shields. Get yourself back up. Utilize what you have to put yourself up the leaderboard.
True. It's any time to get a kill. It's now.
I like how we kind of had that opposite going right now. It's like, no, go in. And then you're like, you know what? It's completely fair to run away. No, go in.
Yeah, with 25 players, it can always.
Yeah, it's tough.
And then with the Storm only being Storm 4, there's a lot of time left. You don't want to be sitting in the lobby. Nah, I'd win makes a pretty dumb.
I told you.
But dumb is not the word. I'm not allowed to use that word.
Oh, I told you. It is not good as they're going to have to switch over to their submachine gun. Nah, I'd win is looking in a really rough spot after not utilizing what they had in their inventory. I told you, Nick.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah, I shouldn't have used the word dumb, but it seems like the decision making, just a little offset. Nah, I'd win, still trying to press the issue though. Great shotgun shot from him. We're gonna switch off just in time for well-played Frog to get hit.
Oh my God, 5 HP. Nah, I'd win almost flipped it all on its head.
Yeah, the difference between 5 HP is just the reverse.
And that's what I'm saying. Nah, I'd win is so good. They know they can win these fights. They know they can.
They're definitely confident with a name like that, too.
But the only reason they lost that is because they got shredded running away from the fight. If they just teleported in with their Void teleporter, their Void mask, they would be in a good spot. And C-Mace is going to go down to Very Plum. But what I was saying before, the only reason he lost that was because they had no health left. They only had 50 shields, and they didn't engage on the fight. They had the teleporter. They could have tossed it up and won that fight, and that clearly showed how. But unfortunately, Nodwin is going to have to wait for the 4th round.
Yeah, the nerves can get to you in that situation.
Absolutely.
9 players remaining. The nerves are going to continue to get to these players. WP Frog looking for some health. Very Plum looking very, very set up. Has 1,000 shield on his car, 100 shield, and 100 health. Plenty of ammo, and is ready to go into our 5th and 6th circle.
Dre, someone that we saw pop off in that first round, really haven't done a lot in this one with 9 competitors left. Hopefully they'll be able to put out some work towards the end, but right now with 0 eliminations, they're hoping on that placement points to kind of hold them into what they have right now.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, that's what it is, right? You're looking for these players to, get eliminations to get their name up the leaderboard, but at the end of the day, once you get a solid leaderboard showing, you can kind of park the bus a little bit.
Park the bus, the battle bus, whatever will get you to your destination a little bit faster. And if it's placements, more power to you. But I always recommend trying to win some of these fights. And we currently see one of the arena accounts try to just drive away from that situation. But with you've got a purple loadout.
Yeah.
Use the purple loadout.
You can hop out, get that one shotgun shot, and pray for more there. But arena account versus arena account doesn't get much better than this.
Let's see, Juice will they be able bring it all around?
I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you.
We'll see if they're going to be able to give out some love today. Unfortunately, not looking like they're in the right spot.
He said no love.
He said, please, no love. Please, no more.
Into the holidays, man.
Gonna have to get a doctor to check their eardrums right now, but it's fine. From our beautiful singing.
Very Plum, just trying to find these players. If you look at the map down at the bottom right, you can see half this circle gonna open up here, and Pumped Power gonna be moving out of the zone, or into half of it into the zone here.
Yeah, and going into the 7th and 8th circle, you're going to be seeing this top 9 trim down really fast because a lot of competitors trying to play the outskirts of the circle.
Yeah.
Trying to play it extremely safe, staying alive, going for the placement. But at the end of the day, you have to engage at some time or another. If it's not early, it's going to be later, and at later, you're going to be fighting competitors who have survived. And they are aiming a lot better under pressure than a lot of these other competitors, but not going to pick up that idea.
31 going to take down 62, and we see Gray starting to set up a little bit of a port of fort situation. Love this from them. However, they are going to have to move. They do have this zip line to get across the cove, however.
Pops the big shield, gets topped off. Now, trying to just disguise themselves as a bush.
Oh, take some shots from the backside, though, and that's going to be Gray.
Really just a waiting game for the Storm to push them in, because now the Storm is grooving, it is moving, so that just means it's going to be a lot easier for a lot of competitors who are currently set up.
This is when you can take a lead, though. You can kind of find your spot here. I don't think he's going to make it.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
wow, perfectly, though. Finds the zip line.
And now have to throw forward one more teleporter probably to get themselves back in the circle. And now that we're at the 7th circle mark, that storm damage is going to hurt. You don't want to be stuck in the outskirts, especially if you don't have a lot of med kits. Fortunately, this arena account does. They're taking our advice. They're saying, hey, you got heals, shields, and movement, and that's really
close range, far range as well. You see the legendary out there in the shotgun as well. So taking a bit of damage though from Plum, who is in the sky. Eye in the sky from him.
Gray works down the zip line, going to say, and try to maneuver themselves around to see where Plum is at. Got the lineup, got the point and click.
Needs to get into the zone. 15 seconds on the zone timer, so wants to start a fight to get the elimination.
And a few competitors are stuck on these outskirts trying to fight each other. But there's only so much time left before that circle says you gotta get into the safe zone. This arena account, unfortunately, not going to be able to find any other competitors, as they have such a good loadout. They got the legendary Sentinel. They got the hollow purple. What more do you need in your inventory for you to feel confident enough to take these fights?
Nothing. You just got to be sneaky. Sneaky, sis.
Oh, and we got V-Man on the outskirts. Very Plum into the out.
So
back to the lobby.
Very Plum sitting at the top of this, I don't even know what you would call it. That is a satellite tower. And Gray's going to go right up there and get the great shots on him. The SLA 431 going to be taking some shots. And Gray cleans that one up as well. He is on a tear. 2 eliminations, and they just come in the final 10.
I told you, I really wondered if Gray would be able to clutch up in these moments where it's so much more intense.
Yeah,
but
he's got another fight for him.
Teleporter, actually.
He's got another fight ahead of him here as DigiX is sitting on the top of his Grinch tower. The Grinch.
Going to be waiting for their time to steal Christmas, and Gray steals the car away.
He actually stole Christmas.
V-Man. WP Frog is going to go down to DinUX.
Hey.
Now V-Man's angry
I just
about
got
getting
that
their line.
registered.
And registering your car is only going to get more expensive, and V-Man knows their wallet is burning, and they're trying to take out their pain onto Gray.
That was so crazy. He didn't even see him. He didn't even know. Just takes his car and runs. Gray gonna sneak up on V-Man, and the crowd goes wild.
Gray is absolutely dominating this top 10 situation.
Yeah, if he would have done a little better at the beginning, he'd have himself like 6 kills right now. But
easily
dominating the top 10 is not a bad way to do it.
Fogs is going to almost go down, and they do! We've got Gray at 4 eliminations.
Getting hyped up by the homies as well is a great feeling. DinUX going to continue to stay in these high grounds. He knows how important it is. He's been here before.
Been here before is an understatement. We saw them. They love the top of the snowy mountains, but right now they're going to be able to drop down. Grab that snow! Okay, good. I thought they were gonna. They did a whole 360. They're about to leave it behind as that storm is coming for him.
Yeah, he needs that sword. He gets a little bit.
I would have held on to those big shields. I don't think the small shields are gonna do.
And I don't think you're gonna find yourself in a sword situation here either. Gray puts his health right back into his body. Gonna get the teleport to go. Those are nice shots with a quick little porta-fort. Finds out.
I sure hope they play hot to go here as we're going to see Nick going to get shot at by Gray just a little bit, but DinUX also just all porta-forted up. They are waiting for the storm to move them, and they are not going anywhere. Currently, Gray tries to, you know what? Think about what decision to make. Do they teleport? Do they not? Do they position themselves in the circle already? Is the question. Checks out the bush. Beautiful shots there to make sure that no one's in that bush. But we're currently seeing Gray making the decision, making the call
Has
to
to make a move.
themselves. And
Losing
now
a lot of health.
another porta-fort.
Losing a lot of health from that storm, and the storm getting very small. Still checking shields, putting a huge car in the way of the win. DinUX trying to reposition.
Oh, they're so low.
Does get the porta-fort to go. What's up? I'm in your house.
And they're going to be able to teleport in with the Sentinel shotgun. Take down the second to last competitor. We currently have Gray getting absolutely slammed with the teleporter. They're going to be able to drop down, take a lot of damage. They don't even know where Nick went. As Nick will be able to take down the champ and grab their first victory royale of the night.
Bryce, man, he is just different. There was a fight earlier where we didn't even see him. In that fight, it looked like it was hard to see as well. Might be invisible on the map, we don't know. But man, Bryce, AKA Nick, doing his thing, and it's like I'm down there winning. You know?
It is great to hear all the excitement in the arena, hearing the hype and hearing the fun that everyone's having, rooting for their favorite competitor, and Nick is here to show off, and honestly, I love that. It was the jump scare of the Void teleporter. He said, catch, and you're going to catch these bullets too, and catch yourself into the next round. As we currently just saw a beautiful performance at the end of the day. That top 3 situation, you had Gray teleport in, take down DinUX, and then just could not find where Nick went. Where did he go?
I don't know. We're going to find out where he went right after this. We'll be right back with more Fortnite Frags here at the HyperX Arena. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the HyperX Arena. It's Fortnite, it's Frags, and it's going down right now. Our Game 4 and our Game 5 are coming up very, very shortly. So maybe stick around, find out who's going to win this thing.
Potentially a huge change-up on this leaderboard with round 3. Quatel going down the very first elimination, but we got the point total.
Honestly,
my God.
For going down first, really not dropping too far in the leaderboard, still a lot of points on the board. But DigiX, like we said, it's so important to stay relevant in the point totals. You see him round 1 get second place, round 2 get second place, round 3 does a little bit better and gets himself that high point total. But right behind him is Gray with 34, and that is a fan favorite right now.
Yeah, Kaysen there in 3rd place with 28 points. Quatel in 4th with 26. Nick there in 5th place with 25 points. eFunny in 6th with 19. WP Frog in 7th with 18. Crudo in 8th with 17. Slinky Mouse in 9th with 17. And Deconstruct there in 10th place with 16 points. But Agent Jacob also right there.
Yeah, Karu also talked to him a little bit during the break.
What'd he say?
I'm dropping 40. So that's what we need him to do here if he wants to find himself on top. Honestly, not really far away from it, right? A good...
I mean, not far away from top 6.
Yeah, a good victory royale plus a couple kills gets him into that top 5 spot and at least gets him into the money. The worst possible situation here is if he's not able to come away with the money. I think he thrives when the Ungers and the Bakas are in the tournament as well. You know, he thrives around the homies. Right now, we got a bunch of out-of-staters. We got names we've never seen before. So right now, he just needs to ride the wave, definitely set himself up. But a lot of these players really close to being in the money, and it could go either way here for our last 2 games.
I could not even tell you who's going to take this one home with a 1-point difference between 1st and 2nd place. Even 3rd place, extremely close to being able to take over that 1st place spot. But right now, it is up to the competitors to grab eliminations, to play confidently, and to land their shots going into the 4th round of this tournament.
Yeah, you got
$250 is going back and forth. They're just tossing it all around, hot potato style.
This is what you want to see when it comes down to a tournament. Anybody could win, and anybody's name could be on that. Well, I guess we're not doing trophies today, but big money on the line. Fate Shadows, mogged by Eggnog, having rough rounds, but still making it late into the top 10 last time. They're going to have to land first and then land their shots.
They changed their skin, so we'll see if that's going to make a difference. You know what? It's all about the skin.
I was vibing with the festive, but after you're known for the, if you're known after an elf for once in a while, you might want to switch it up.
Yeah, you got to take the costume off, and underneath, you're seeing the skin. That's underneath all the elf costumes. But right now, we're going over to Fate Shadows, who's also going to the outskirts. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to go to the outskirts. You really don't. Really, especially in the beginning of the game, the odds of you running into a top-tier competitor are very low.
I like this spot. It's all right. There's these kites out here. But
yeah, that's all right.
But, I mean, it's a long walk. And
imagine they just get a legendary right off the rip.
And just, Very Plum going to take out Sansbury very early in this round 4. And I believe that's a fan favorite as well.
Yeah, unfortunately for Fate Shadows. You got to press the slash, the right slash, and it fixes that, by the way, if anyone wants to try and help out Fate there, not understanding. I don't know why it happens on PC, but yeah, it like auto turns on walking for some reason, but if you do like the right or left slash, you'll be able to fix that. Or
wait a second, we got sorry to cut you off there. They're going to start cutting each other off here. Quatel, who was in 1st place earlier, versus DigiX possibility here. But it looks like they're both still getting their loot on, so that was just me being rude to Pidgey, turns out.
I really thought that was going to turn into something. I won't lie to you. I really thought, imagine 2 times instead of the first person getting eliminated, Quatel's the 2nd person. That would absolutely tilt me. And right now, they got to get a really good game like they had in Game 1, 16 points, if they want to work their way back to the leaderboard.
You get that Game 1, you're feeling confident, you're doing everything the same, and then you get taken out. So it's a bit of a high and a low here for Quatel.
That's the most perfect way to describe that. grabbing a first place and then being the first person eliminated, it's a definite opposite day.
I still think they'll finish with. I think they'll finish with money here. Will it be the first place?
I think so, but losing out, thinking so confidently, 4-point lead in the very first round, and then it's gotten progressively worse and worse.
He also died to a boss, so
that
could be shaken up a little bit after that samurai took him down.
I would definitely be. Not being able to dodge that slash, you are going to find yourself back in the lobby extremely fast.
Well, he was fighting Karu there, and Karu known to do the boss just to get the loot from it, so kind of got the spoils there. ESLA Fort 49 gonna take down 62.
Oh, Nigel Walker on the outskirts, gonna be able to grab that one, third party it up.
Yeah, Nigel Walker's so good at maybe not necessarily sitting in bushes, but staying in that third party mindset. He probably could have got both of those eliminations there if he would have timed it up right.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you always have to realize and survey the field before you make a commitment to any sort of situation when you're on this sort of small world. As you see, Nigel Walker's going to be able to drop up, but not drop Idwin. Nigel Walker going to go down extremely early. Idwin lives with 43 HP.
And did, in fact, win that one. Is going to get some heals and looking for some health in the future. That's a rough one. Like I said, you have the ability to get two there for Nigel Walker. He ends up finding himself in a third party, and like I said earlier, you live by the third party, you die by the third party.
Yeah, and it was all in their own fruition, which I absolutely respect. Nigel Walker to drive up, jump out of the car, but unfortunately, their aim was just really not the best, and they missed a lot of shots.
They weren't shotgunning either, so missing shots with that close range, not good.
Not good at all. You're going to find yourself in a very bad spot, and that spot is back in the lobby trying to figure out what all went wrong, and then you can only ask yourself that, and then you go into the next round.
Are we there's a lot of clouds?
Yeah, they're stacking up.
I was just saying, stockpiling them?
I would like to see a stockpile of the blue ones, because I think that would actually be really useful, but I don't know why you would want the
wind
cloud
ones just send you really high in the sky.
Yeah, but why do you need multiple? Oh! Gerber Life
got a little bender.
Yeah, and
this is what I want to do when I see somebody pass me on the freeway on a bike.
Yeah, we're seeing our live strip reenactment right here, right when road rage sets in.
It's just not fair. You just have to sit behind me on your little bike.
Yep, these bikers, man, they confident. They be going 90 right past me, and I'm like, woo!
If I'm in traffic, you're in traffic, brother. Karu, on his way to drop a 20-piece in this game, has to get the victory, is going to get his first one on the board.
I haven't had a 20-piece of neons.
No. Ooh, run it.
You're making me hungry.
Run it.
You're making me hungry. Karu, we'll see if he's going to be able to bring it home. Fate still hasn't fixed it. You got to just press comma. I'm telling you. Fate, if you hear... Oh! Did they hear me? I hope that was me, because they were stuck on that wall. Nope, they didn't fix it. Never mind. You just got to press comma or the one beside it. I forgot which one it is, but it's one of those two. It'll fix the stuck walking 24/7. For some reason, it turns on when you drop it. Please. Listen to me.
IT listen maybe and help him out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Karu still looking for kills, needs to find some shields as well. I'd win, still trying to win. That's the crazy part.
That is the crazy part. They've won a few gun battles, but if you win a battle and not the war, what have you actually won? Nothing at all. Just losing territory.
They are on that leaderboard though, and that was a sick little weekly. So
it was. I really wish they brought back the achievements for like doing tricks and stuff like that. I wish it would, like, if you did the tricks on the bike, it would give you shields back or something.
Yeah, then there's a reason to like hit a sick backflip as you're running away.
It's like a confidence boost sort of thing, you know? I think that would be cute. It's like for every 10,000 points, you get like 10 shield back.
I like that.
I don't know if that would be broken or not.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I like that idea.
Slick's on the screen right now. Going to look pretty slick. Got that gold Midas looking kind of outfit going on right now. But
Midas touch.
I do not see them with full shields, which is the last thing you want to have if you're going to jump around and try and find another competitor.
Could be in this chest.
Nope.
No.
Just another med kit. They already got 3 of those.
Such a Gamba moment.
It is not what you want to see when you open a chest and you're at 50 shields.
That's like getting 7/7 cherry.
7-7 Cherry. As we hear some of the crowd cheering for their favorite competitor. Absolutely great to hear everyone having an amazing time at the HyperX Arena. Nick gonna be able to laser him down through the bush. Ends up doing a little emo, absolutely flexing on the competition.
No, that's a vibe. Bryce gets in there and gets his elimination, gets the crowd roaring, and nothing better than being in the HyperX Arena while you're having fun with your buds. This is really going to come down to points at the end of the day, and I think every elimination is going to matter in this game 4 and 5, Pidgey.
Yeah, I mean, 35-34, we saw it in the beginning of the round. You do not have time to waste if you're up in those top spots. You got to
just don't
really
have time to waste in general. It's 4th and 5th game coming on up to your screens, and we're going to get out of here and find who's going to take this money home. WP Frog, is it going to be Bryce? Is it going to be Mog by Eggnog? Is it going to be Keru? What Keru has to do to make it there is going to be legendary, so I would love to see him really lock in here for this game 4 and 5.
It would be very fun to watch as we're currently going to be seeing one of the arena accounts flipping over, having a time, and hopefully they won't flip out once they find another competitor to take on, but they're gonna run right into the train. Can they stop the train with the car is the question. GTA,
is that
oh my God.
I like turtles.
I like turtles, as we currently see one of the arena accounts.
Oh, this is a
diving in.
Possibility to get to eliminations here, but I don't think he's cognizant of it. Does see some players swimming. That's a great shot.
Way.
Keru out and about, but got his sight set on a little bit of an easier kill.
This arena account's whiffing a lot of shots that they should be landing.
He drives that right. That was a 3-piece, and that's to say the least. Keru, though, just barely surviving.
3-piece wings, thighs, or otherwise, Nick? Which one?
I'll take a thigh and a biscuit with a drink, because I'm not trying to die.
Right now, that arena account is not going to be able to find any elimination. And Keru's 20-piece was about to turn into a 2-piece.
Zero, yeah, 0-piece.
A 1-piece, technically, if we just, 1-piece.
It's real.
If they were to get eliminated there, and thankfully this arena account just whiffed a lot of shots that they should have landed, so we're currently going to be seeing this.
It's so dangerous to be out here in this water section too, but he seems like he's got a plan and he wants to execute here. Not a lot of shields, literally 0 shields, 46.
Stan, the man with the plan. Keru trying to figure out what they got to do next, and what you got to do next is find some heals and shields, but they already got some shields there. Like I said, the boon that gives you the heals puts you all the way up to 75.
There was a plan.
There
He's always got a plan.
And I really am shocked that there isn't more utilization for the water sections where you can heal yourself. Has to pop 2 of the teleporters because they kind of whipped the first one.
6 switch. Shout out to everybody helping us get this tournament going.
Now I'd win. Going to down, get turned on.
Prove it that he'd win. Keru hitting some 6 shots, but a nice headshot is going to even the playing field. Keru goes up and spikes his opponent.
The jump shot's going to land, but the third party is here, and we see the competitors, and we see all the audience members.
Look at
Those are the guys
Keru's not
making all the noise, and it's so great to have them here. Shout out to you guys. We go right back to back. WB Frog going to be able to grab that elimination.
Keru not out of the water just yet. Every time he's in the water, he gets a lot of heals, though. Lands a 6 shotgun shot off screen. We just want to watch Bryce dance it out, though.
Bryce is dancing it out, hiding in the bush. What are they scared of is the question I want to ask them.
Winning. They hate winning.
That is true. They are the previous victor. Will they be able to run it back is the question of the day, serving it up Gary's way. I mean, Nick, honestly, has the skills, has the feels, but they got to be able to get in there and really do some more work. They're in 5th place right now. If they want to work their way up and get more money out of this tournament, you got to be confident. You got to find some fights. The more time you waste is the less money in your pocket.
Facts. Speaking of which, Quatel needs this round to be frivolous for him, needs some eliminations. Will he find it here against first place? Nice headshot onto DigiWex and wants to continue it, so is going to grab the whip and try to get shifty.
Gotta get
Here comes
swifty in
Frags,
here.
though.
Oh, he
Takes the
steals
car.
the car!
Takes
But
the
jumps
car,
out!
lands some shots. He's gonna have to get into another car, grabs the Batmobile and whips it out. Frog gonna get a kill off screen.
Fatal also going to be able to grab that one. Nick is flying through the air, has to jump out, has to pop some small shields.
Nailed it.
Both of them are going to go their own respective ways, not opting to chase them down. I don't know those lyrics, unfortunately. I know the song, but I don't know the lyrics.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
We like dating ourselves here.
Gray is
Still a personal date.
Hey, that's the only person that matters is now we're going to be seeing Gray drop down. Beautiful shot with that Sentinel shotgun. Crouches down, finds him underneath, and absolutely demolishes.
Was that a legendary square?
No, that was just the skin.
Oh.
Yeah. I get confused about that all the time.
That messed me up. I was like, bro, got a legendary Portafort? Let's see it.
It's got a 2-story.
Yeah, I need a 3-story. Okay, lots of car-on-car action here at the top of the mountain.
You want cars?
Cars 2.
Ooh. As we have Fortnite gonna be able to land some shots, lasering down deers. These are two top juggernauts trying to find their way, but you gotta get away from that car. That is going to explode.
I don't think he's got time. Yeah, gets out of there and now is going to reposition.
Oh,
One side of the mountain's not safe. The other side of the mountain's not safe. He's gonna have to. What is this? A cat? Is it a kitty cat?
Stuck between a frog and a Keru place.
Oh yeah. Keru wanted to put the shotgun on him as well. Has the sword, wants to aggress here, but just gonna steal the whip and drive it into dodge.
And they're gonna be able to get out of that fight with only 300 HP off screen. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to see that one right now, but Nick is on the screen. A fan favorite.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 fan favorites here in the building, and they're definitely putting up points. And the fans,
hey, there they are.
Giving some love to the fans here in the HyperX Arena. Appreciate you guys for coming out. Definitely keep getting loud, because I know if I was down there, that's what would get me pumped up and get me the money in my pocket.
Yeah, if I hear the crowd cheering for me and I see my family, friends, and otherwise cheering for me, I'm going in. I'm going in.
I'm running it down.
And Gray, another fan favorite, going to be able to find themselves in a pretty good spot on these outskirts. We're in the 5th circle, 10 competitors left. Back at it again.
Fan cam going crazy right now. Kiss cam. 10 players left in our game. 10 players remaining in our game 4.
Gray has a great idea. I hate that I keep running that back. They have the fish, which we don't see utilized enough, and you can pop those so fast and heal yourself back up. Quattel going to have to jump out of the car. It's going to explode. Keru going to advance themselves into that situation. Drops in. They're waiting for him at the teleporter. And Keru goes down to Quattel.
We can't I mean, it's an understatement of how big that fight was.
Wow.
I don't know about that one, bro. But yeah, just gonna heal up, and that one could go the distance. First place, sitting in.
Yeah, boo, the camper. That's what we like to hear.
I mean, bro is literally in a cabin camping.
He's sleeping.
He's sleeping. But plenty of players. I mean, he doesn't have to aggress, right? Sitting in what I believe is first place, he can definitely vibe out.
And Nick going to be able to grab an elimination onto Very Plum, a very good competitor, and Nick's going to be able to bring him down.
Gonna throw down the 2 shields as well. This is when a mommy shield and a daddy shield love each other very much. That's how you get big pots. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that at all, actually. I didn't realize they were sentient, actually. Thank you, Nick, for that biological fun fact.
You should see how we get a chug jug. Gray is 8th place.
It's very prevalent, especially these days.
Chugging up this hill. A couple players also on this hill, so has to look for them. Digiwex done playing around.
Is Frog gonna? How did people self-eliminate themselves?
I think
the previous week
they might have nerfed it.
They had to. Yeah. There's no way.
Because people were going down last week, and now.
And they were like top ranked competitors getting eliminated by those teleporters. They had to have done something. There's just no way. As Gray gonna be able to hop, taking a little bit of notes from Frog. avoids a lot of damage, but now going to be able to return fire.
Trying to shoot through this window, but that wall is about to go down at any point. So
from the window to the wall.
Shout out Lil Jon, local, I believe.
Really?
I believe.
I didn't know that.
Gray, definitely from Atlanta, but local now.
Gray, so much absolute love in the house right now for them. Nick, right back at it again, putting out some shots. This is like a competition. I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Why nobody clap for me like that?
Because we're lame.
My name's Nick too.
Yeah, but your name's not Bryce, is it?
Yeah, I believe that's his real name.
Got you.
I believe that's his real name.
Imagine you just said, this guy's Bryce now.
I checked him in. I just want him to be brawny. Here we go. WP Frog trying to set up the teleport. Quatel taking the cabin that once was. And
got that legendary assault rifle. I would say they should be a lot more confident in their gunfights, especially with how much more damage you can put out there. Quatel is looking like they're on life support. Will Frog be able to pull the plug?
Right in front of Frog. Nice.
Grabs one of them. They could have grabbed two, but Frog going to be here with 3 eliminations.
He's dead.
No. Bruh! I don't know. How did so many people die by fall damage? But Mogd is going to go down. Fatal's going to go down as well. DigiWex has one on the board.
Yeah, finally gets one on the board after camping for a little bit here. Time to strike is now, however. If you get these 5 kills and that victory royale, you're going to be looking like a smart cookie.
All that camping and still doesn't have 100 shields. Could you imagine not being refreshed after a camping trip like that one? Not me. I'm going to have that 100 shields any time of day.
And a s'more. Yummy. DigiWex, one of
How
those...
many marshmallows can you eat at one time? Like, that was like the whole hangover argument.
The big ones?
Yeah, like you get sick of them like after like, I eat 2 when I'm done.
Well, I feel like I just will eat a couple. So I don't know.
He said
I feel like the more I stuff in there, the more that are going to go down my throat, you know?
I love Chubby Bunny.
Yeah, Chubby Bunny.
Oh, that was some brutal back in the day thing. That was some monstrosities that were made from that game. That was probably the most competitive thing I was looking for. But
that's not true.
No, but it was serious, man. It was serious.
Oh, yeah, it gets competitive.
Chubby Bunny was crazy. I feel like. Do they even do that anymore? DigiWex is now going to just get lasered out of the competition. Car exposed, shields are gone. Nick is going to be able to see them across the way. They're going to be able to teleport in. Gray is just waiting with the high ground situation. We've seen it time and time again. How much of an advantage you have with that high ground. Nick teleports in, looking through the port-a-fort, not able to locate anyone.
Yeah, not going to find anybody just yet. And in the high ground is Gray looking upon him, so he might have to be careful here. 2 eliminations for him. Gray looking at one, and both of them just trying to see.
Quatel goes down to Gray. A top 5 situation coming up.
Gray hit those shots like insane. I looked one side and then the other, and Gray had taken him down. This is a high ground. This is a sniper tower, and you're going to want to get up here soon. The circle, however, going to be flying north for the winter, so we'll see how it goes. 8 circles in. And he's gonna move Nick out of his spot. Gray helping him out, honestly, there.
We're gonna be seeing Gray taking the zip line down. Fremont Street, but they're gonna be dropping down a little bit too soon. Throws down the port-a-fort. They got a couple more in their pocket. And now we're seeing Nick drop it down. Takes down WP Frog, and the crowd goes crazy as Nick, unfortunately, going to get third-partied by DigiWex.
And the crowd is not going to be happy about that, as DigiWex was camping a little bit, but 2 eliminations to their name. Has to reposition here for the Storm. All these players going to meet in the center, and we're going to find out who is in the lead after 4 games.
You got to give credit to V-Man right now. They are the absolute #1 competitor to camp and survive to the very end. They normally don't, but they've actually worked their strategy extremely well, where they are surviving for this top 3 situation. But will they be able to pick off the competitors is the question, because their gunfighting skills don't seem to be as good as they should be.
Yeah,
for as long as we've seen V-Man being here.
True. I like this positioning by Gray. He has a bit of the hill. He has a Port-a-Fort set up. He's got everything he needs except for shields. So this is going to have to be a glass cannon effort for Gray as he takes a couple of shots.
They're going to top themselves off. Interesting choice. Those fish give you 40 shields, but they only topped off 20 of them. V-Man taking a little bit of damage, but they're just going to win until the storm pushes them in even closer. There is no reason to leave these Port-a-Forts right now unless you really need to, as that storm's going to do a ton of damage. But currently, both V-Man Gray and DigiX looking pretty good in terms of what they have in terms of resources for this fight.
Got the triple cam here. The only person with a little bit of shields is your boy DigiX, who was chilling for most of the game. Nice reposition from Gray. He's going to move in on his kill here, trying to go for sword, but gets shotgunned in the face.
They're going to have to compulsion out of that situation. Pops the fish in midair. They're getting shot in midair. And now DigiX has the advantage. Compulsion's up. Sees that they are in the bush. Gets shot in the bush. Great. Maneuvers themselves around. Jumps off. Should have used that to throw them out of the jungle. Bouncing them back, but it's not enough. DigiX grabs 13 points for this victory royale.
I mean, it is just like a Viper striking exactly when they need to, sitting in the cabin for a little bit, but does make his way out, get himself eliminations, and then boom, bada bing, 10 big points on the board for DigiX, and that might solidify our first place.
There's a possibility. We don't know until those points are being tallied.
Yeah, I'm the bad one at math.
That is true. You know what? But you've been doing pretty good this week. I'll give you credit where credit's due.
I've been working on my times tables.
You got to do it, especially when it's all lined up for Fortnite. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
But really great work by DigiX. We gave them a little bit of banter for that camp in the very end, but they were able to clutch up and take down some of the better competitors here. I mean, Gray, they did work, but the reality in a top 3 situation.
Sometimes you don't want the fans screaming in your ear when you're in that top one.
No.
It was working.
I wasn't saying that. I think the reality is in that top 3, that one competitor is going to be waiting for you to go in and take down the competitor and then go in right after.
I really like that stuff there from him, though. Gets the elimination, grabs their fish, heals off the fish, tries to maneuver themselves into a better position, but just didn't have enough health. Really great shots from them, though. So, I mean, I think the points are
They almost were able to turn it around. They got rid of all their shields, 89 HP left for DigiX, but the unfortunate whole situation was that they jumped in and grabbed that elimination, which kind of is an equalizer if you think about it, because you do get around 8 points for that second place spot. So it kind of equalized out in terms of a victory royale and not getting a victory royale. So it all worked out in the very end, but still it would be nice to see them grabbing one for the road. But right now we're going to have those points tallies totaled.
Yeah,
and you are completely wrong. It is not in the books at all, Nick.
Yeah, that's fair to say. I will say, as we get these points totaled, guys, if you're thirsty like I am right now for some more action and maybe a drink, go head over to the bar and get yourself something to drink.
They got soda. They've got Prime. They got whatever you need. They've got it up.
Honestly, for a Game 5, I get a little Red Bull in there.
Boom. Get the senses heightened. Remember what they said. Red Bull gives you wings, and what you need right now is more than wings.
You need some wings.
You need some wings. Actually, Red Bull and wings, and you'll be on the right path. We've got the scores. We've got them tallied up. Going into the final round, DigiX is up by a single point against Gray. 48-47.
It could not be any closer, and we are going into our Game 5 deadlocked at first and second place.
We're not playing that game.
11 and 12th, looking very close to that 10th spot as well. Obviously, to be in the money, you need to be that top 10. Karu moves into the top 10 and might be working in this Game 5 to get his money. This might be a money game for him. Has had a rough tournament, to say the least, but still in the top 10, looking good. Quatel really riding that Game 1. And is in the center of the field.
But look how close it is. Agent Jacob in 10th place, 21 points. Deconstruct in 11th with 20, along with Kruno, Universal, Kipo, Liquid, and AJ and AJ Nin.
Shout out Greek Boy as well.
They are all very close to being in the money.
Greek Boy
so you have a chance.
Greek Boy has one good finish here, finishes in that top 10, and could find himself in the money as well. It could really go any way.
It really can, and I'm excited to see how this is all going to even out. Especially WP Frog, who really plays extremely well down there in 6th place.
He willy pays, willy will.
We will. We're not doing
this.
That's
the WP.
We're not doing this.
That's
We're not doing this. They're not doing
WP.
this. WP. Willy Puel.
Willy Puel.
Right now, going down to that top 24 situation, I mean, it's crazy to think about, right? Top 10 every single time. Yeah. And remember, we have this tournament every single week.
Yeah,
so if you're liking it,
we're here for the foreseeable future, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're local, make sure you take a flyer on the way out.
Yeah, every single Friday, $1,000 on the line for you to be a part of. You can double your money, what you put in here at the HyperX Arena. And then tomorrow,
we're paying for presents in this thing.
Easily. Tomorrow, we've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 150cc. I guess $700 on the line as well. Top 12 gets paid out there. First place gets $200. It doesn't get better than that.
And Sunday we're playing Smash Bros. So come on down at 12 o'clock and find yourself.
I was thinking about it.
Beating them up.
Smash Brothers at 12 o'clock on Sunday, or some other fighting game tournaments that they have on that night as well, or that day, Sunday.
You see that Tekken 8 announcement?
Oh, yeah, you're putting in a Final Fantasy character, just beat Final Fantasy 7 Remake, so that was kind of cool.
We already got Final Fantasy characters in Smash Bros, so.
Yeah, that is true. They're kind of lagging behind. That's all I'm saying. But we are getting ready. We are getting suited up,
not ready. I'm
locked
not ready.
in, buckle in.
I'm not ready.
And this is going to be the final round of Friday Frags. We've got a 1-point difference. DigiX, Gray, going to be battling it out for a large sum of money.
If you thought the crowd was crazy up until now, if they see Gray get an elimination on that first place DigiX, it is going to pop off in here, and it is all getting started. Our round 5 starts right now, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's going to be a battle to the very end. 1 point to make the money in the bank. We are currently in the battle bus. You got to get unbuckled to get out, and we're going to be starting on arena account 62.
There's no buckles on the battle bus.
You don't think so?
They don't put buckles on buses.
Yeah, that is
You never
true.
took the bus to school?
I did. Oh, I just say it. You know what? Maybe Fortnite's got the revolutionary buckle battle pass.
Buckle battle pass bus. Facts.
Buckle battle bus. That's what it's at. Gotta be safe.
Buckle your battle buses, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting into game 5.
Where you have this arena count going on to the outskirts. I said it time and time again. Land on those main locations. Do what you can to get the best loot possible, because you don't want to go in your first fight without having good loot. But some of these locations ain't too shabby on the outskirts. You could really find yourself some good items, some good RNG, but at the end of the day, serving up Gary's way, you're going to find better loot at these named locations.
100%. And we do see a lot of these players still dropping down, haven't even put their 10 toes to the floor. I really could not tell you how this one is going to shake out. It has been so close between the placings of these competitors and all the eliminations. It is really going to come down to who is the clutchest here at the end of the day and who has the right loot.
The right loot sets you on the right path. If you have a purple...
I'm going to get that on a t-shirt. That's beautiful.
Yep, bring it to the gym. The right loot makes you go the right path. And it really is the truth. If you have a purple assault rifle, you're going to feel a lot more confident than having a green, than having a gray. Having full shields, full heals, and med kits, you will have a better chance of winning. And we're seeing it time and time again, especially with a lot of these fights. You don't want a lot of weapons. You want the mobility. You want if you want to, the bushes. You want to have a lot more sustain than you do in terms of weapons, because 99% of the time you're using a shotgun and assault rifle and you're calling it a day.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to switch to that assault rifle as fast as you are to switch to a submachine gun, so there's no reason for you to really have so many weapons in your toolbar. You really want the mobility more than anything else.
100%. We're seeing the mobility of the teleport with the Oni. We're seeing the mobility with those grenades. So tons of way to do it. Plenty of ways to fry an egg here. But the fan favorites still in the tournament, still really high up on the leaderboard. It's really going to come down to who is frying at the end of the day.
And we're hearing the crowd being happy for Nick, as always.
Yeah, I know you guys can't hear that on the broadcast, but we can hear it in the arena, and we appreciate it.
We love it. It's an arena for a reason. I said it at the beginning of the show. You know what? If you're not cheering for your favorite competitor,
nothing worse than a quiet arena.
HyperX arena? No.
Hype. Bring the hype.
What's the opposite of hype?
Gripe.
You tried. You tried.
Oh, you didn't say.
But you're not even wrong, technically. You're not even wrong. Karu on the screen. They've got to drop at least a 50 piece now to get themselves back in the fight.
I don't know about 50, but dang close. You're not wrong.
Fatal is also going to be here on the screen. Got a great loadout, but they got to be able to find some more shields, heals, and otherwise.
Yeah, a lot of these players, they like to traverse at the beginning, but it all comes down to where you landed. So right now, a lot of them traversing through the forests, but that's not necessarily the best place to find shields, as we see Agent finding a great shield there.
There we go. I mean, I would have held on to it until you got into at least that area. Check out the chest there, and then try to find the small shield first, and then use the big shield. But
no time.
Better safe than sorry. That's always mine. Oh my God!
Takes out Quintel, and he is going to have a tournament going from the toppy-tippy tip of getting 16 in game 1 to now falling to 5th and probably soaring down that leaderboard, if I had to guess.
2 times do we find Quintel getting eliminated first.
Oh! Someone got hit by a car. Karu, though, is more important. Gonna go on board with him. He is just setting up himself for success. He knows how important it is to stay alive here. And yeah, with Quintel off the board, Karu sitting in that 7th, 8th spot. If he gets a couple of good eliminations here, I never tried to cut a car in half with a sword, but
we're seeing it here first. Is Sansbury once again going to opt for the car strats, but we've seen it time and time again. It doesn't work out too great at the end of the day because these cars get shredded extremely easily in this season.
Not by swords.
Not by swords, though. But if you've got an assault rifle, start shooting the car, you're going to find Sansbury dipping out, doing a front flip, rolling, trying to put the fire out. But thankfully enough, they're not going to have to dip out of this car just yet.
Yeah, might see him crashing out here as he is going to try to get to this gas station, but the storm is a-coming. It is a-brewing.
They're actually going to try and go for the gas station to repair the car.
And Fatal like, man, did you see me cut that car in half, man?
Haha. More like cut it into little tiny bite-sized pieces, potentially. Yeah, you were just doing a little trim off the edge.
Backflip. 316.
Boo. No backflip.
All right, is in a situation, though, trying to race a supercar. Meet me at the waterfall.
Another GTA reference. You know what? Bikes versus cars. You ever do those maps?
Yep.
Yeah, those for the days. I used to do those maps all the time for money. Oh, a lot of damage coming out, and Gerber Life might go down early again. They're trying to run away. This arena account's running away from that fight anyways. They didn't go after him.
Look, Ma, no kills. Look, Ma, no hands.
That was brutal. That was brutal. As they're going to run away from that fight when potentially they had an advantage, has a great loadout too, but doesn't have enough ammo, which kind of understandable. They got to be able to find some ammo kits.
Lots of buildings here. Definitely possibly to find some ammo and some heals. Gonna find some ammo there. And the storm is on its way, so gotta loot and shoot quickly. That's a great find there for them as well, and just gonna continue to loot and shoot.
I don't agree with that one. Don't know why they don't want to shield themselves up with the small shields. You know, maybe they're just waiting, but you got grab it. They know how much health. Oh, I thought that was actually someone. But no.
I think he was hoping for a big pot there, but just gonna get that regular shield to go.
Yeah, not
just gonna keep on making
shields.
Just gonna
it's driving me crazy. No, don't run away from the small shields.
I mean, his movement looks good, I will say, but go on board with Gerber Life here as he is solid as a snake.
That was good. It was a good one.
Not going to be as solid as the Frog, though, as Frog takes down ESA for 62.
I still gotta play that. That's in my Steam library. I've never played Metal Gear Solid 5.
So good, bro.
I heard.
5 not the best, but I mean,
it's always the classics. The classics are best.
Yeah, I'm just a Snake Eater love.
Gonna be able to get right through the convenience store, grab themselves a 7-Eleven Slurpee. That's my favorite snack. If you want to give me something I love, 7-Eleven Slurpee. That's a Coke only.
Oh, okay.
I don't do the mixture.
You don't do the cherry into the Coke?
No.
All right.
I'd win, though, putting out the damage, and they will be able to at least shred a little bit of their overshields, but not much there. No resource drain. Oh, I lied to you. As this arena account's finding their shields going bye-bye. Tries to teleport to the car, but you can't really put it on top of the car. It doesn't teleport well. It's kind of glitchy. But they're going to be able to grab the Rocket League car and try and drive away.
Gray takes out one of our Fortnite accounts, and not going to get too much from the gas station here. Fortnite accounts all over the world. Nah, I'd win. Running around with his sword.
Running around with my Glock. As we see I'd win trying to just, they hear it. They T-pose it, and they're surveying the battlefield.
Yeah, trying to get in this third-party situation. A lot of players really close to each other here in this top spot. Sansbury gonna get out with his life, and WP Frog gonna hear that and try to aggress.
WP Frog has enough ammo that they could probably take down an entire dealership worth of cars.
This might be a waste here. What in the world are we watching?
A rock in a hard place.
Does
Jumped over, sees them. I'd had the advantage, but now they still are landing shots. The full auto does it. WP Frog. Gray eliminates DigiX by fall damage as well.
And Karu is going to get an elimination as well. What a crazy 3-car pileup we have.
That was nuts. 3 eliminations all at the same time.
And perfectly commentated by us.
Perfect indeed. As I'd win almost threw that away. Sansbury has just been driving non-stop and getting chased down by every competitor in the lobby.
I mean, that's the problem with the car, but it's also what makes it's a strong point and a down point. Sansbury going to be taking some shots, but
that gray assault rifle is not doing damage.
Frags, good call. Straight up though, this car is doing damage on this hill.
I didn't realize that was a 4-wheel drive, I'll be honest with you.
That is a 10-wheel drive straight up that hill.
Oh.
Needs to line it up.
Does not line it up. They took their 3 times.
Got in the way, bro.
As they're going to hit the mountain at least 15 times.
The Gray is just shooting every which way. C-Man needs to get an elimination and steal somebody's gun here.
Yeah, got the purple shotty, so I'd be opting for those close combat more or less, instead of going for these medium range exchanges. But for the time being, I guess they're just going for placements. But with that purple full auto, it's so good. It's so good. If you land shots, you win. Gray goes down to Karu!
Karu takes out Gray, and that is exactly what he needs to move up the leaderboard. And that is going to stop.
Is that going to confirm DigiX, basically?
Possibly.
Oh my goodness.
Unless Karu continues to slay, he needs to lock in here. Sansbury out of the car and keeping his eye on the prize. Heads up. There comes a mammoth.
Does not have any card to run away with, just a samurai sword. Finds a bike though, there you go.
Yeah, whip it.
And now they're gonna be able to whip the bike to the side. Sometimes driving straight towards the bullets. Tom Cruise has shown us that works out sometimes.
Sonic, he does that. Yeah.
There you go. You gotta run towards danger to get away from danger.
That's gotta be.
Quote unquote.
That's also going on a t-shirt.
Fatal Engine is going to now be on the outskirts again, doing the V-Man strat. Trying to stay to the outskirts of the storm, not opting to go in. Remember, this is the final round.
It's the final round.
You gotta get some eliminations to get some more money.
Every single thing that happens in this round has adverse effects or positive effects on your tournament, and everything comes down to this. I'd win has been showing up and also had some rough rounds. Hits a tree right there.
You don't want to deal with the tree damage. It's gonna cost you about 350 as we see. That car is flying.
There you go.
Need for Speed styling. A teammate's going to have to put their car around and take a ton of damage. They get stuck on the brick.
Karu gonna take some shots at Fatal, but he wants no part of that. His health bar on the car is going and dwindling faster and faster.
The bars are throwing.
This is game 5, gotta get the bars out. Karu though hears the car and wants to continue. No, he wants to get out of dodge. He's out of there.
As we see C-Mace on the screen, gonna be able to chill. Doesn't opt to go for the how do you just walk away from a chest like that?
You know?
How do they do it?
Oh, because there's somebody close.
Oh, Sandberry versus C-Mace, the sword battle!
This is what I paid for.
The slice and dice, they even trade. No, they're gonna take away from the sword.
Oh,
pulls out the full auto. They don't respect the 1v1.
C-Mace takes out Sandberry, and the remaining fans
deservedly gets third-partied because you didn't respect the 1v1.
Yeah, that's facts. Fatal on board with Win, just keeping his eye on that third party there. That was a sword fight. I mean, this tournament has had everything, Pidgey.
Everything we asked for, it has delivered. We wanted the swords, we wanted the teleports, we wanted the battles, and we're getting that right now. We currently have a top 12 situation. Win got 2 on the board.
Where is DigiX?
That is the question.
He's in a cabin somewhere.
Cabin, camping, taking a chill pill. I mean, calling it a day.
He has the right to, man. He's put on a show at this tournament so far, has won a couple of these big points on the board for him, and he can chill going into our game 5.
Talk about chill pill. Did you ever watch it was a very early YouTube thing with, you had like the Play-Doh kind of characters. It was stop motion, and he talked about putting the chill pill in your mouth. And did you ever watch that?
I have seen
that was like my entire childhood. I watched that video at least 1,000 times when I was younger. Yes, it was pretty brutal, but it was hilarious.
So the fact that it's at 1,000,001,000, you're the 1,000. Huh?
Absolutely. I was just wondering. I was like curious if you're on that same wavelength.
Yeah, I remember.
Slicks opting to just, guess what?
You want to talk about trigger discipline. This is it. Once he gets close.
Oh my God, the whiff! Ow!
He is going to check the bush, so the activation on Slicks is in. He's going to get away, though.
Is he even aiming with a mouse and keyboard?
Nah.
Does he have his eyes open?
A lot of people play on controller. Fate Shadows is going to go down, and the crowd is continuing to pop off with me. I have to think is in that section over there.
We've got them all standing up, all watching.
What in the world? Why didn't you guys join the tournament?
Honestly?
Must have got here just a little late. Big volleyball.
Hey, we got this every Friday night if you guys do want to join.
Yep.
$1,000 always. Prize pool next Friday. Be here, be square.
Fatal. Nice little jump here. Gonna keep his eye in the sky.
Karu, 2 eliminations. We saw them. They need to really pop off this round. If they don't, we're going to be in a really bad spot. But this is the boss battle we were talking about that gives you the invisibility and unlimited sprint, which the unlimited sprint is really what you're doing this for. The invisibility, not too good, but Karu going to now opt to fight this boss battle. He's trying to just loot up, actually. I don't think they're going to go after it.
At least aggro it, at least be in a spot where he can have the last laugh here as he is acquiring some eliminations, but needs a lot more. Every kill he gets is a kill up the leaderboard.
As one of the arena counts, we hear him cheering for him.
Taking down
Barry Plum is down. Win takes down Fatal.
It is battle of the volleyball teams, I have to guess here, as the competitive spirit is in the arena tonight.
I love it. I love the cheering. I love the crowd. Everything amping up for this final round of Friday Frags. We're currently at a top 9 situation.
Yeah, top 9, top 10 is to the wayside. And players are going to have to get into this 6th circle, and it is moving up northwest. And it is far from Karu. He sees a possible elimination, but it's not going to be an easy one as that player is healing up. He's down some health.
Has the resources, but do they have the accuracy? Win is going to take a lot of damage. Will they be able to activate?
If he gets these walls down off this house, he can aggress a little bit harder, but right now he has somewhere to hide. Gonna follow. Yeah, gonna have to follow his movement here.
teleports behind Kiru, and now has to reposition, gets behind a tree, trying to take down the rock. Really good strategy here, but has to reload if they're going to be able to close the gap. A little bit of damage, slides to the side, 1 HP in a dream. No, Nide win. Cannot clutch up.
I thought the man on the hill got the elimination, but no, it's going to be Kiru. Sneaks it out, and now is in another fight. Might not be able to fight this, however, because the storm is a brewing.
Yeah, Na'Id Win couldn't activate the Infinity to help themselves negate that damage. They just found themselves on the losing end against Kiru with 3 eliminations, but they have a lot of ground to make up if they're going to be able to bring it all back. But really nice landing on that teleport. 2 tick damage on the 6 Storm. Kiru got to start running.
Oh, no, yes, he does, and he's going to find that health pack, so he might just be okay. But that is a story we're going to have to keep a hold of. Mogged by Eggnog.
Oh, great driving there. You know they failed their driving test, but Eggnog, it's brutal, man. They look like they are loaded up on Eggnog right now with the way they're driving around this whole battlefield. Nick on the screen right now. Their eliminations, remember, they're in 5th place. They have a lot of ground to make up, but they are currently in this top 8 situation. Circle going to be closing right beside him.
Yeah, hearing this player and the circle so small in that south side, and everyone gonna have to pile up into this. It might even be worth waiting to see where the 8th circle is, because it's gonna move indefinitely. Nick takes a lot of shots on the incoming. Travis Scott trying to get lit. The Portaport goes down to help him get some coverage.
I would have teleported right when I knew I cracked their shields, and now they're putting themselves into an even situation, an even fight. But Nick is going to get third party in this situation. Has to throw down another Portaport. Runs right around that circle. Seaman going to take only a little bit of chip damage, and there's another third party. He tries to look down. He's looking around, but finds himself back into the lobby stream. Kiru takes down V-Man. So that's going to put him at 4, but Nick survives another day, but they have no resources left.
Yeah, and 6 players only remaining, so the amount of points that you can actually get on the board is dwindling quickly. 10 points for first place, and it all goes down here.
Top 6 situation. Nick is going to be able to find the Portafort alley of all Portaforts. Got one to the left, one to the middle, one to the right. He's going to be able to put out some damage onto Mom. That car is going to go down, but has the compulsion grenade to get out of the line of fire of Nick.
Yeah, just finding ourselves into the zone being the hardest part here for Kiru, but he does find that elimination. Just continuing.
3rd time's the charm.
Oh my God, is that a flying car?
It is. Is that a bird? It's a plane. No, it's Nyjah. Gonna be able to put out a ton of damage. And Kiru misses everything under the sun. Nyjah takes down Kiru.
Kiru down, and he is going to be finishing around that top 5, maybe even getting 4th, 5th place here as Nyjah Walker just eliminates him from the tournament. Mogged by Eggnog goes down. The crowd is still popping off for 31.
Number 31 is aiming for this victory royale, and Nyjah should have grabbed one of those little goobers, little sprites to throw it down while they're waiting in this bush.
That might be a bad luck goober, what happened to Kiru, but holy moly, is this tournament, I mean, this is the best one in a while.
It has been. And really seeing how this top 4 is going to go down.
Yeah, and the point implications, trying to do the math in our head, almost impossible up at this point, so we're just gonna have to let it play out.
Yeah, and DidYouX, we missed that elimination, allegedly.
Yeah, never.
So we don't even know who's in the lead right now and who was able to do it. So I couldn't even tell you right now, but for the time being, DidYouX did have 1 additional point on that leaderboard, and would that be enough at the very end if they both got eliminated early?
Yeah, got 3, gotta say, got 3 points, got something. 31 living on a prayer over there. And Bryce wants to kind of wait his time. Top 4 situation, and first person to move loses.
Oh, you're talking about it, and that first person to move is Arena Account 31, and Nick is going to be able to drop down and take out one of the fan favorites in the arena. But guess what? There's another Portafort waiting right next door.
Oh man, Mistletoe.
Oh no! You can't. If you lose this, we ain't never gonna let you live it down, Nick.
Holiday season, he does get behind the Portafort, but he wants to kind of move more into the storm. He sees the third party. This should be easy. Nyjah Walker
Mistletoe.
That is going to do it. The fan favorite is going to win. That might honestly bring him up to enough points. 10 extra here at a really hype spot. Taking a look at our crowd. Man, what can we say about that?
Absolute
what
cinema.
What a clutch up. What a clutch up.
That's all we could say about this tournament right now, right here. Really great work by Nick being able to just absolutely laser every competitor. I mean, at the very end of the day, he was able to grab 2. That's 12 points. Don't know if it's going to be enough, but you're not even wrong. It might be 10
extra with all the
top 3 situation for them, but yeah. I do not know just yet. But
definitely a great way to put the cherry on the top of the night. Great fan favorite.
Or mistletoe on the top like
definitely,
he was doing. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But really great work by these competitors. They absolutely brought the heat, did the work, and they were absolutely wrecking it.
Yeah. Top 5 was a battle.
Everyone's too hype in here right now. Yeah. Absolutely love it.
We might have to throw another tournament with how hype it is in here.
Come on, you got to run some ballistics right after this. That's all I'm saying.
Man.
That would bring the hype. You know, imagine that.
Run a quick little ballistic for the homies. But big shout out to everybody that helps get these tournaments going. Shout out to the IT department. Shout out to our bar and our lounge down there. Got everything you could possibly want here at HyperX Arena, and we found out today that you can bring the hype in this place.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, anytime you hear the cheer, you're seeing the crowd, you're seeing everyone waiting.
That clearly helped him get the W there.
Oh, absolutely. The confidence. They unfortunately teleported in with 2 HP, which was absolutely brutal. And they just didn't have enough resources. If I was him, I would have been able to scavenge a little bit more.
If you were him,
around
you'd be
a little
way
bit more.
richer right now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, everyone's either going home with double the money, or everyone in the top 10 is doubling their money or more. And we do have the scores. And we're seeing Gray win it all by 2 points.
Nothing but fan favorites in the top 5. It just goes to show you how important it is to cheer for your favorite player. We see Karu with that 7th place, only missing it, still in the money, still doing his thing. Man,
wow.
Shout out
I told you it was a top 3.
Yeah.
Potentially by Nick being able to clutch it up to the very end. Then you see a Kaysen down there in 4th with 38, 9-point difference. Patel in 5th with 35.
DigiX proving how important it is to stay consistent throughout the tournament. Finished in that top 5 a couple of times, and I think that's what helped him get that top 2 spot.
Yeah, really great stuff. Our top 10 situation.
And Quatel, can't say enough about Quatel. Had rough spots, had top spots, was our winner from the beginning, sitting in top 5.
And then Sleeky Mouse cutting off everything, going to be able to make it in the money. Top 10, 30 points. Deconstruct misses it by 2. And Agent Jacob, we see him back every week. If they just got a little bit more confident in their gunplay, they would be in the money, losing it by 3 points. And then John, 24, Universal 12 or 22, AJ in 20 with 21. Absolutely insane work by these competitors. Great job by Gray for being able to put up a great performance, come out and absolutely dominate.
I mean, had that one win and kind of rode that possible victory towards the end. A beautiful, beautiful tournament all around. Was a fun one, Pidgey, I must say.
Yeah, the crowd was hype. We were excited, and it was a battle to the very end.
Facts.
And Gray was able to take all the stress, all the hype, and scrape by just by 2 single points.
Gotta feel good. Gotta feel good.
Gotta feel good.
Now, guys, remember, if you want to be part of the hype, if you want to be a part of what's going down here at HyperX Arena, please
look it
go
up.
to HyperXArenaLasVegas.com and find yourself the calendar, and then find yourself at a tournament here popping off with the homies.
Remember, tomorrow, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is going to be here. Be here or be square, 150cc. It's a wonderful community event. It is so much fun.
Just another way to make money if you really look at it.
Top 12 grand finalists get paid out tomorrow for Mario Kart. So you better be there, or I'll be disappointed in you. It's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It doesn't get better than that. But Nick, any last thoughts?
Follow Pidgey on all socials, man. This was a fun tournament to cast with you, man. I thought
absolutely.
I thought that was just a ton of fun. And guys, if you're in the Las Vegas area and you want more fun like that, please just come hang out with us every weekend.
Be on the biggest screen in Las Vegas.
And don't forget the Winter Series. Get yourself a
register.
You could hold these.
Hold these. Throw them. Toss them if you win it. Not right now. Oh. But if you win these, you'll be able to do whatever you want with them.
We want trophies, we want money, and we got it all here at HyperX Arena. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back tomorrow, next week. We got the money, we got everything you need. See you next time.